The Euros are finally here, and if you're anything like us, you cannot wait to watch all of the top international teams in Europe battle it out. But here's the thing, you might not be in the UK, you may be on holiday, you may live outside the UK, and if you want to watch the Euros, you're going to need Surfshark, because they are a VPN that allows you to access all of your UK content wherever you are in the world. And this is the great thing with Surfshark, they bring you content that you would otherwise not be able to get. And Surfshark provides you with access to servers in numerous different countries, which means wherever you are, you can watch the coverage. And also, even if you want to, you can watch the German coverage from England. You can do whatever you want because Surfshark allows you to be wherever you want in the world. And the thing is, obviously, it's literally perfect for the Euros, but it's not just the football and it's not just the Euros. If you want to watch Netflix, if you want to watch Amazon Prime or any of those content providers, Surfshark will help you do that. Simply change to a different location and you can watch all of the stuff that you're used to watching. There's nothing worse than you're halfway through a series and you go away and you can't watch the rest of it because you're not in the UK anymore. I've been watching The Three Body Problem, which is actually exceptional, by the way, and we went away and we couldn't watch it until Surfshark happened. And it's not just access to your normal content that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get, but sometimes Netflix in America, Netflix in Brazil, Netflix wherever has different stuff and you can access all of it with Surfshark. They also encrypt your data, which means if you're out and about, if you're using maybe a public Wi-Fi where the security is not quite as good, you know that Surfshark have got you covered. And by connecting to Surfshark's optimized servers, that reduces latency, it reduces lag, which means you aren't going to be waiting ages and ages to find out if that last minute goal has gone in. Surfshark will be right up to the moment. Overall, Surfshark VPN offers football fans flexibility, security, and accessibility wherever you are in the world. And it's not just that, but you also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And using our code Paddock, that is PADDOCK, you also get 4 months extra free. Go and check out Surfshark. Absolutely crucial at the best of times, and especially when the Euros is on. They are an essential part of your Euros watching experience. Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe, that is Jay, and this is the watch-along England versus Slovakia, the round of 16. The knockouts are here. Kobbie Mainoo is starting. It's all kicking off, Jay. It's happening. This is proper Euros now.
This is
None of this,
Euros.
you can draw 3 games and still get through. Lose 1, well, lose 2 and win 1, and you're through.
Yeah.
What is that? You have to win the games now.
Do you know what?
Do you know what I mean? This is proper football.
I am fully England till I die.
Yeah.
Let's have it. England, because Kobbie is starting. If Kobbie weren't starting right, I'd have been a Slovakia fan today.
Yeah, me too, because, you know, not that they've got an England
But he
players
is,
either,
so
but
I've even got, look, I don't want
what have we got
to
here?
off in front of me. Look, I've even
Dusted
dusted off the last time I had an England sock.
Sorry?
Euros 2016, if you can get me single there. There you go.
What
I found that in the back of my
this?
cupboard. And I thought, right, do you know what? If Kobbie starts, I'll dust it out, dust it off.
Sorry, what is that?
It's like an England training top from the Euro 2016.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
No, well, you know, it's vintage. It's original.
I've certainly never seen you in an England
Nah,
top.
I'm not that guy, but anyone who follows me on socials or watches this channel knows that I am kind of obsessed with Kobbie Mainoo. Love him to bits. So getting behind him and the boys, obviously, I am English. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And someone said in the chat, am I going to get a tattoo if Kobbie Mainoo scores? Because I promised to get a tattoo if Marcus Rashford scored, and I didn't do it.
Yeah, because you're a coward and a liar.
It's not just that, right? A, I've not got any tattoos. And B, I can't get a tattoo because there's something happened for England.
Yeah.
If I have to get a tattoo, it's got to be something United.
But if we talk about the Rashford one, what was it for?
If he scored this free kick, I'm getting a tattoo on my neck of Marcus Rashford.
And what was the free kick?
It was in the World Cup against whoever he scored a free kick against. I forget.
Was it Wales?
Wales, it might have been.
I think it was Wales.
And I didn't. I was going to, and I thought I can't get a tattoo.
Do you wish you probably shouldn't have said it then? Eh?
No, I don't know. I mean, I was excited and giddy. And,
yeah.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think he was going to score.
You said some things you regretted. You shouldn't have said it, should you? Really?
Not really.
Truth
Loads
be
of people in the comments in the chat already. Samaldo says, this is a good question.
Go on.
Has Joe taken that new Carhartt jacket off yet?
All right, then I'll take it off then. I mean, like acting like all I'd wear is Carhartt stuff is a bit rude, isn't it?
Don't
Okay.
do that.
Go to my single, please. So
Why?
It's just Carhartt with it.
If you got to wear your jacket, right?
It is a bit hot in here, actually.
Don't.
No, actually, you know what? Put it back on. I got it on a good deal. It was a
Yeah.
discount.
Yeah.
Meant to be 160 quid.
Yeah.
Got it for 60 quid.
Yeah.
Fits my unusual body shape quite nicely. But I don't need to worry about that. I want to talk about Kobbie Mainoo. And I want to talk about England specifically.
Yeah.
Because there's two sides to this story now.
Can I
that we
just
have to be
stop
aware
you
of.
quickly? Because
Well,
everyone's in the
it fucking better be good.
in the chat is saying Pickford injured. Is this true? Oh yeah, it looks like he hurt his hand. I don't think he did this last time. It looks like he's hurt his hand, but I think he's okay. We'll give you an update if anything happens. Right, sorry, go on, continue.
There's two sides to this Kobbie Mainoo
Two sides to every story.
Yeah. The first one is I'm very happy that he's been picked. And I
too.
think as a United fan and as a Kobbie Mainoo fan, I'm massively happy that he's been picked, and I think he deserves to be picked. I also think, on the other hand, we now have the saviour, Kobbie Mainoo, because he's the only change from these last games where we've been poor. So 1 out of 11 players is expected to come in and make a difference here. And if he doesn't make a difference, we now not only have what could be the saviour, we have the villain.
Right.
Because if England lose this game and Mainoo doesn't inspire us to many goals along the way, he's the one who's going to be blamed, because he's the only change from last time. I know people will have a go at Foden and Kane and maybe say Bellingham should have been dropped or whatever. But when you're the only difference from a failed regime or a failing regime, you have to look different. You have to make the team play better. And I do feel like that's a lot of pressure on a 19-year-old who's played 3 times or 4 times, whatever it is, for England.
Yeah.
Does that worry you a little bit? Yes, you're happy, but on the other hand, now he's got to be the difference between England being absolutely bang average and looking quite good.
No, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really worried. I think he's different class, and I think him in this England team against Slovakia, he'll be fine. I honestly think he will. I do, and I get your point, because people tried to blame him for the Iceland performance where everyone was below par and it was like his second start, and people were going, "Oh, Mainoo didn't do his job," and thick people who can't get their head around the fact he wasn't even playing as a 6, and also for the Iceland goal there was 3 England players at fault and he weren't one of them.
Yeah.
But let's blame the teenager because it was stupid.
But so that's what I mean.
But I think in this tournament, the way he's been playing, the way England playing, they're not been great, but they've looked relatively defensively solid as well. And I just think he'll be all right. I do. I think he'll be sound. I expect him to smash it today. I do. I think the thing people forget about Mainoo as well is I almost feel like at that age, when you're 19, and I saw this a little bit with Ryan Giggs, is probably the best example I can give, because I think we've had a few players who've come in, had that sudden burst and then tailed off a little bit. But certain players, when they're like 19, 20 or 18, 19, then obviously 20, 21, you can almost see them getting better each week.
Yeah.
You can almost see that improvement because the body's developing, they're getting valuable minutes. Like Kobbie Mainoo, when he plays an England game, his percentage of England appearances goes up by like 25%.
Yeah.
Because he's only played, like you said, 4 times before. That's valuable experience he's getting. He's getting used to these different games, these different situations. And it's like, yes, he's had loads of experience at an academy and under 17s and all the rest of it level. But as an actual first team professional footballer, he made his full United debut in November?
Yeah.
I think in the Premier League, sorry. I know he played in pre-season, like a first start at Goodison. So he's getting a little bit better each time. You can sort of see it. And I actually thought probably his best game for us, and I don't say this lightly because he's had a lot of stormers, was the FA Cup final.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I thought his most recent game for United was probably his best game.
Yeah.
And I think you're watching a player just getting better because he's getting more experience, his body's getting bigger and better. And I think he's different class. I understand you worry because, David Beckham was mint in 98, he ended up being the villain.
Rooney in 2006.
Rooney in 2006, people pointed a finger at him and he was, arguably England's greatest ever footballer.
Yeah.
So I understand your point of view, and I do think there will be certain fans, especially rival fans and certain pundits, who'll want to make it about Kobbie Mainoo if this game doesn't go its way or the way we want it to. But I think he'll be all right. I do. I can't shake the confidence I've got that he'll step up. I also think, I know I might be in a minority here, I think England will step up today.
I do.
I've just got a feeling.
I think this will be the game where we're not going to be fantastic, turning it on, smacking them about 3-4, 5-0. Where's this come from? But I think this will be the first game where you just see a little upwards tick. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's been like pretty much the same the whole tournament so far, bobbling along, defensively very good, but utterly boring going forward.
Yeah.
Slovakia, I mean, obviously they'd be happy to take it 0-0 extra time and penalties, I'm sure, but to a certain degree, they have to kind of come after us.
Yeah.
You know, they can't just take we didn't think we'd win anyway. They need, do you know what I mean? They need to do something if they want to win this game.
Yeah.
I think that England will just, the stick and the pressure that they've been put under, a lot of these players need to step up, and I actually do think they will. But I do think that everyone's talked about Southgate no end, and I think that, you know, tactically he's obviously not particularly advanced. He doesn't do anything where you know, he's not changing the book on tactics, and to be honest, he's not even playing by the modern book, let alone pushing it beyond that. He's not particularly a tactician. But I do think the players need to take some responsibility for how shit they've been. I do think that because the general public don't like Southgate anymore, especially this, I say the general public, maybe the general public do, the sort of the football, you know, online community certainly have turned against Southgate.
Yeah, they have.
And I think because of that, everything that goes wrong for England is blamed on him. When you look at, everyone talks about, look at Foden and look at Walker for their clubs and look at Rice for Arsenal, look at Saka for Arsenal. You think, well, they're still the same fucking people.
Yeah.
They still have some, you know, they should have some pressure on their shoulders for them to do it. Harry Kane isn't just a puppet being held by Gareth Southgate. He's the one on the pitch. I think, fair enough, maybe if you know, he's telling them to do exactly what they're doing and they're getting, you know, bad results. But I don't think what we're seeing from this team is Southgate's puppetry. I think the team look a little bit down on the luck. I think they're they're falling back on the fact that everyone is blaming the manager rather than them. And I think it's a bit of an easy excuse. I think they need to do more, these players. More running off the ball, more showing for it, more runs in behind. Like, when you watch Germany and Spain, even Denmark yesterday, when they get the ball, the rest of the team are running, coming short. One's going in behind. Someone's making a dummy run and spinning the other way. When England get the ball, everyone's just jogging, walking around. And that's on the players, some of that. And you can blame Southgate for how they're set up and stuff. But those fine moments where you're in and around the edge of the box or you're counter-attacking quickly, you know, misplaced passes and people not running, that's not the manager's fault.
No, it's not. Just on the manager and Kobbie Mainoo, he said, he's got a quote here from Gareth Southgate, his ability to connect the game through midfield against a side that press really well is going to be very important today. He's played some huge games already for his club. He looks totally at ease in our environment. He does, and also, I'm loath to go too deep into training footage, because training footage can show you anything. You can see someone in training, like 10 seconds of a training clip, and think they look mint, and then when it comes to the games, they can flat to deceive. But he has looked good from the stuff we've seen, hasn't he? Yeah. He has looked like he's enjoying himself.
Was it Gomez that he skinned?
Yeah, mate, I love that.
And it was one of them clips where it said Mainoo skins Gomez, and I was thinking, this is just going to be like, he knocks it and it bounces off both of their shins and he goes past him. Yeah. But he literally like draws him in, rolls the ball backwards. Is it either through his legs or past his legs and completely spins him?
It was just absolutely outstanding. Loads of people in the comments, so we'll get to that. Hit that like button, please, people. Damien, I think with his first ever super chat, says, speaking of Carhartt, whatever happened to Joe's pinstripe dentist / ice cream man outfit, bring it back for old time's sake. I tell you what, if England win today, we'll get him to wear it tomorrow. Joshua Bowater says, if teams go out in the first round of 16, does that mean players will be back for the start of the pre-season tour? I think, don't quote me, I think the players get, if you've been at the Euros, I think you get time off. So I think the pre-season tour, we will be there, by the way, covering it. We're going to be in America again with extra content coming up from there. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel if you're not doing already. I think they'll get a bit of a breather, so you won't see the likes of Bruno, well, just all the people at the Euros. I was going to start listing them, but you know, okay, you won't see Bruno, Ericsson, Højlund, Shaw, and Kobbie Mainoo. Who else is that? Also, you've got the lads in the Copa America. You've got Alejandro Garnacho and Lisandro Martinez. Alejandro Garnacho and Lisandro Martinez are now through to the quarterfinals of the Copa America as well. Argentina beating Peru, I think it was, last night, 2-0. I believe Garnacho started and Lisandro Martinez, I think, came on as substitute. So they're through to the last 8 of their... that's gone off. I don't know if there's something happened there. They're through to the last 8 of their competition. Well done to them. RWB Garrett, welcome to the academy. Hit like, please, people. A fool named Huggate says Pickford starting. Whitfield is massive. Just says Joe is in love with Southgate. If you love him, Joe, why don't you marry him? Laughing emojis.
He won't marry me. I've already sent him loads of offers of marriage over email. Mostly no replies. One cease and desist. And finally,
do you know what I love about you,
everything's
Joe?
just rebounding. I think he must have blocked me.
Joe's getting a lot of love on the Off the Bar podcast the other day, and I think we've got to give him his props because Joe is like not just the voice of reason on this channel, but a lot of the time he's like the schoolmaster trying to deal with the errant kids. And you have this reputation of you'll say something like, I think Harry Maguire's been okay. I think he's all right.
Yeah.
I think Southgate's record is decent. And then people say, Joe fucking loves Harry Maguire. Joe is obsessed with Harry Maguire because you'll have someone like McCullough sat next to you going, I hate Harry Maguire. He's rubbish. And because you don't go along with it, you're like Harry Maguire's love child.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Well,
I know McCullough doesn't hate Harry Maguire, by the way. He just doesn't rate him.
Part of that is because online and on social media in particular, we've been trained to believe that if someone doesn't hate someone, they must love that person.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that gets interactions, the only thing that gets likes are the most extreme binaries. So you either fucking love someone, you're in their fan group, you can't love anyone else, he's the only person for you, or he's shit and he should never get another job ever again. Yeah. Regardless of whether it's politics, whether it's football, whether it's social, like content creators, anything. Whereas really, someone can be a bit shit, but be a good player but going through a bad time, or have a purple patch. That doesn't make him world class. Like the thing with Saka, he started the season poorly, then he had 2 good months, and all of a sudden Rio Ferdinand is getting destroyed for saying he's not world class.
No.
Like someone has a good spell, and now they have to be world class, or Twitter destroys you. It's just like Saka obviously isn't a world class player. He's good. He's had times where he's been world class. He's had spells, but overall, world class, is something that happens over weeks and months and years. And you almost look back on someone and say they're world class. You don't say it because they've had a world-class match or week, but that's what social media is. So if I say that Harry Maguire is getting more stick than he deserves, all of a sudden I think he should be captain. I want him as the best man at my wedding, and fuck that, I want to get married to him.
I know.
It's just not the way the reality works.
When I was a kid as well, like, football was more tribal in a way, but in probably a positive way in some respects. Not all respects, 'cause obviously clumping people and stuff like that wasn't great. But I mean, like, you would defend your players to the hilt.
Yeah.
Like if you went, and mainly it was like, obviously when I was a kid, it wasn't online. It was like at games or something. You'd get behind him, you'd back him. If rivals were having a go at him, you'd stick up for him. The biggest example I can give you is in '99. The country hated David Beckham, and United circled the wagons.
Yeah.
And I remember rowing at football matches and arguing and like giving it back to away fans and giving it back to fans when I went away to watch United, who were absolutely gunning for David Beckham. And it was like, you know what? We're not having it. He's our guy. We love him, and we're backing him. And everyone did, man. And it was brilliant to watch. And it kind of annoyed me a little bit in that Beckham documentary because it made out the way they sort of did the timeline. It was like halfway through the season, everyone started getting behind him. No, it was that first game, that Leicester game, the first game back when the 1989 to 99 season started. Even before he scored that last minute free kick to get us the equaliser, it wasn't like he scored and we then, we love you now, David. It was literally, as soon as that game kicked off, we were all behind him. Everyone was behind him. Even if you were a ardent England fan and you were annoyed, you blamed Beckham, even though that for me was never a red card anyway. You blamed Beckham for England getting knocked out. It didn't matter. You got behind him. And I think now it's like almost you criticise for doing that. If you get behind the player who's getting a lot of stick, people go, oh God, get a grip of your life, like when you stuck up for Rashford and everyone was going for you. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's an admirable trait. And listen, we're not MUTV. We criticise players who we think are underperforming. We do it on a daily basis. But we also get behind this team, especially when I go to the game. We try and get behind them because I think it's just counterproductive not to. I'm not going to go too much in Slovakia because the game's almost kicking off. Yeah. But one player who stands out for me, Martin Dubravka.
Yes.
Carabao Cup
United
winning legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing him.
He's
I want to see him having the game that he had in the Carabao Cup for us, where somehow, not keeping a clean sheet obviously, but where he found danger where there wasn't any. Yeah. And he created danger where there wasn't any. Yeah. And still amazingly kept a clean sheet.
He's not a great keeper, is he?
No.
He's decent.
Yeah.
But he's not a top class keeper. There's a reason he spent most of his career as a backup, as a number 2 around the Premier League. Obviously to play in the Premier League you've got to be fantastic. Yeah. But he's not quite at that top level. No. And I think United can exploit that. I think he's not very comfortable with the ball at his feet. good pressing from
Kicks
England
off, by
could
the way.
exploit that as well. Can we get a bit of volume, please? And
Oh! What was that then? Someone booted the ball against Harry Kane's head.
can we get some volume, please?
Does that count as a shot on target for Harry Kane? Oh, we've got
hope
Sam
so.
Matterface and Lee Dix. What did you make of
Scroll up on that
Clyde
so I can't see.
Tilsley getting the Spanish archer?
I don't know what this is.
Clyde Tilsley's left ITV and his last game last night in Germany, Denmark was his last game as a commentator.
Whatever.
Yeah, like the
But he'd already been replaced.
the sort of they pulled the plug.
But he'd already been replaced, though, hadn't he?
In some, but he was still commentating. Like
Yeah.
last night during his tournament, but apparently he's not working. He's not doing it anymore.
Oh, right.
So it's the end of an era.
That's a shame, because he's the voice of the Champions League for me.
He is. He is the voice of the Champions League. He's a fantastic commentator, and I think to capture that moment the way he did, you know, not just that moment, that whole sort of journey. Because during that time, I did a lot of the home games. I didn't do a lot of the away games, especially in Europe. Didn't do any. But he was sort of, his commentary just summed it up perfectly.
Yeah.
So, like, I go back to that Juventus game, Roy Keane with the captain's goal, full speed ahead, Barcelona.
The blue touch paper is well and truly lit. That was the one.
Can they score? They always score in the final.
Yeah.
Name on the trophy.
Yeah,
None of this contrived, pre-planned drivel.
No. Well, I watched a video with him the other day.
Spontaneously brilliant.
And he was talking about his his kind of coming through as a commentator.
Yeah.
And he was talking about his sort of mentor that he had. I don't remember the guy's name now, unfortunately. But he was saying how, don't just say Solskjaer scores.
Yeah.
You can see that. You're not a radio commentator, you're a TV commentator. Yeah. So they can already see what's happening. Yeah. You're there to give them the story of what's happening, not the description of what's happening. And I thought that's brilliant, because too often you see commentators go, Kane through, Kane shoots, Kane scores, what a goal by Harry Kane. You think, we all see that.
Give us some colour to it. Give us something.
And he was brilliant at doing that and painting a picture. Can Manchester United score? They always score. Yeah. That's like the amount of different layers to that. Yeah. That it tells you how good United have been that season. It tells you the desperation that they're in. Yeah. It tells you that the disbelief, this idea that United could go a full game without getting a goal. Yeah. And almost like it sums up what everyone at home's thinking. You think, can we score? Well, we always score. It's fucking perfect. It is perfect. Rather than just going, corner to United, they need a goal here or they've lost, like you see with some commentators. It's not that. No. It's everything commentary should be. And I think the art of commentary, I do think, has been lost a little bit. England give the ball away there.
Is that
absolute fucking hospital pass to Mark Gay there, which has got him booked. I didn't see who made that pass. I don't know if it was Foden or Trippier. It was from the left-hand side. And Mark Gay's got no choice but to
he's on a yellow.
I think it's Trippier. Yeah, he's been booked, Gay. Although he does get the ball. But he blocks the man as well. It's a shocking pass. And basically, that pass has given Mark Gay a yellow card there.
Akash Chiman, who's been a member of the Academy for 38 months, says, come on, Cobbs. Well said. Hit that like button, please, people. Over 500 people watching. Let's get 200 likes. Well, we've got 100 likes, so let's get to 200. Let's get behind it. What did you make of Roy Keane saying that he said sorry to Harry Maguire, by the way?
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, I like that. Nice. I don't mind. You know what? I commented on social media and people go, I think, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
What was it? What?
Oh, they're in here, Slovakia. And I think when it was crossed in, I think he's headed it wide, has he? Or volleyed it wide, I couldn't see, sorry.
Great free kick. Almost that sort of Casemiro
I think his mate took it off him.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He's stretching for it. And maybe didn't get a shout.
Not a bad start from Slovakia.
Slovakia looking the better team so far, certainly more dangerous. England with a bit more energy. And what I do like, Slovakia pushing up, pressing our defence. Yeah. And I think that will help England. I think the likes of Mainoo, who's very good against the press. Yeah. It will also, if they're up pushing our defence, there has to be gaps in their back third.
Then.
There has to be gaps there. So, unlike the games against Slovenia and Serbia in particular, there was no gaps for England to get through. But the negative side of Slovakia pushing high is what they're doing now, which is winning the ball back.
Oh, they're in here again. They're in here. They're in here. Oh, Slovakia again getting down that left-hand side, and he's done a sort of cross/shot that's neither here nor there. It's just wide of the post for the shot, and it's too far in front of his attackers for forgive me, I'm not well up on the Slovakian team, so I'm not going to pretend I know who it was, but it's a cross coming in from the left, and he's put it into that sort of area anywhere. You need someone to be busting a gut to get there.
Yeah.
I think he's actually crossing there.
In all honesty, it's actually not a great cross.
No.
Because in one sense, it could have gone either way, but really, he's done nothing with that.
No.
He's not had a shot, and he's put it too close to the to the goal for it to be a cross.
He's let us off the hook there, to be honest with you.
It looked more dangerous than it was, and in fact, he's actually played a poor cross there.
I feel sorry for Game being on a yellow for 85 minutes of this game.
Yeah, not his fault at all.
Not his fault, and also that's got to play on your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Thankfully, England fans are very forgiving if you get a red card in a major tournament.
Yeah, they won't blame him if he loses.
They won't even bring it up again. They'll be fine.
Go on, there's your touch, lad. Good
Saka
touch.
down his right hand side here.
Oh, he's got past his man.
He's doing well there. Bukayo Saka.
Back to
giving
Bellingham.
it to Bellingham. Bellingham!
Mainoo, lovely little ball out to Saka again. Edge of the box. Back into Mainoo. Back to Saka. What a pass from Mainoo! Oh!
Kobbie!
What a pass that was from Kobbie Mainoo
there. Foul there. I think that's going to be a free kick. Let's give him a booking for that! You fucking knobhead!
One foul. Is that
that's a joke, that is an absolute disgrace. That is never
so what we're saying,
a yellow card.
If Mainoo does that thing twice, you deserve to be sent off for the rest of the game. He's slightly late and he stands on the top of his foot.
Oh, it's fucking shit. It looks worse in slow motion.
It's not a booking, that.
Now he's on a yellow card
booking.
For 84 minutes, which is the last thing we wanted.
Booking, that is.
He's just got to make sure he doesn't go to ground.
See, already we can tell we've got one of those refs who's just fucking
card happy.
It. There's been so
You've
many
had two tackles, two fouls. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro. 2 fouls, 2 yellow cards, and also read the room, man. It's the knockout stage of the Euros. It's the first minute. At least have a word with a player. Like, he's just booked both of them straight away.
That's so ridiculous.
Mainoo did so well as well to keep that move going. Because Bellingham dawdled on the ball, lost it. And Mainoo got it back and played in Bukayo Saka. He's got to be careful now, Mainoo. Now I am a little bit worried, I ain't going to lie to you. Because
one accidental trip and he's off.
And he's off. And
it's like, here, he can't really step in now.
No, he's got to be careful now. It's a shot. Is that a shot?
That's bad refereeing, that. That's bad refereeing. He's refereeing from a perspective of trying to punish people rather than trying to manage the game and make the game be as fair as possible.
No, and it's
he's slightly late and stands on someone's toe, and
like
you get
you've got to be so careful now, Kobbie.
First tackle of the game, fuck me.
Him and Mark Gay, both on yellows.
Yeah.
Not the ideal start from England.
Much more end to end though. This already.
Slovakia have come out and they're up for it.
Yeah,
but,
it might take them being energetic to drag England a little bit.
Yeah,
like we sort of have to match their pace, or we've lost. So maybe we can't motivate ourselves, but at least we can be hopefully motivated by the opposition.
I touched that as well there.
That's good.
Like Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
England looking a little bit, I don't know, ropey. A
bit rusty. That's a good ball from Stones, making Kyle Walker actually move forward.
Saka now on the ball.
He did really well, Saka, for that opening chance there, getting past his man. He's not done much of that this tournament.
No, he hasn't.
He looks too comfortable cutting back and playing the ball back, but he actually went past his man there, which was really good. What's he got now? Oh, that's a
ball, ball. Jesus Christ.
That's
genuinely one of the worst shots I've ever seen from Kieran Trippier. To be fair, he just hit it first time.
Yeah, it was bobbling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good ball from Bellingham. Although I'm not sure he meant to go to Trippier there. Maybe he did. It's a shocking.
There's question marks about Bellingham, isn't there?
Yeah.
All of a sudden. Because he obviously got the goal in the first game, did really well, and then his last 2 games he hadn't done out.
No.
And so people are looking at him a little bit, saying a couple of moves broke down with him.
Yeah.
And saying, like, it almost feels like we're in that territory of him or Foden.
Yeah.
I know they're both playing, but it's like, are we sacrificing the best of Phil Foden to play Bellingham in a position that Phil Foden's better in?
I think people are too obsessed with England, and we're forgetting that we have an opposition who make up 50% of the game that also dictate how your players play.
Yeah.
I think Bellingham's great in transition. He's great at marauding forward, taking big strides with the ball, moving into space and receiving the ball. Yeah. He's not great at tiki-taka, first time, 1-2, Xavi, Iniesta, Bernardo Silva stuff. Because we've been playing against teams who've been sat so deep, you have little space and you have to try and cut. Oh, brilliant.
Well done again, Mainoo!
Absolutely brilliant.
Kane getting the ball stuck under his foot, but he's still live. Go on, Walker, pick someone out.
Crossed in by Walker.
That's terrible. Woeful. That's nowhere near anyone.
But I think once we start playing teams who attack us more, like these, and there's a bit more space when we're counter-attacking and attacking, I think that's when Bellingham starts to shine. I won't take him off. He's just not very good against low blocks.
Saka in here now down this right-hand side.
Brilliant from Mainoo before again.
Twice now he's done something really good. Oh, come on, Rice. That's poor, that.
But yeah, I think Bellingham against France, or maybe even Slovakia, the way they press in, will be a much more effective player than he is against a deep block when he's trying to make tippy-tappy around the edge of the box. He's not good at that stuff.
There was a spell against Slovenia where there was Mainoo, Foden and Palmer just linking up like they were kids on the park. Yeah. It was class.
And Bellingham kept trying to get involved in it, but he's not cute enough for that, is he?
He's not. He's obviously... they're in here, Slovakia. They're in here.
They're
in here. They're in.
It's a fantastic block from Mark Gay there.
Oh, Mark Gay's done well there. I don't know why Bukayo Saka tried to do what he did there, but he's got away with it. Well, he's not. They've got a free kick.
How is that a foul?
I don't know. It was Saka.
You couldn't work out where he's even hurt himself there. No, it probably is. Kyle Walker gets caught quite a bit.
Kind of gets it caught under his feet a little bit.
It's a brilliant block from Gay.
The winger, and that just buys enough time for Gay to get back.
And then Trippier's
It's not quite smooth when he's running, is it? It's sort of only a little bit under his feet. Yeah, but that's enough.
Kyle Walker needs to fucking sort himself out as well.
You can't keep
getting exposed on your side. It's 12 minutes in. That's the third time it's happened now. Like, you have to look at yourself. But I know he's quick and I love the challenge of an Mbappe and all that. But if they are consistently fucking getting in behind you, work it out, man. There we go. Bit of space here. Oh, be faster there.
Yeah, get him in the fucking book.
This ref needs to sort himself out, though, doesn't he? Come on.
If you've had a bet on bookings, you're laughing.
I know. Did you see there was a game? I don't know if it's the same ref. Maybe we can look it up. I think it was Turkey versus Georgia, or one of the games in that group, certainly. There was 18 bookings.
That's ridiculous.
Can someone have a look at that? There's a record. The record for most bookings in a Euros game was broken the other day.
Sorry, all this excitement means I'm going to have to go turn that.
That's all right. I'll have a look at this. Czech Republic versus Turkey. That was it. Chaotic stuff. 18 bookings. 16 yellows and 2 reds. When was this? That was yeah, I think that was this year, wasn't it? Bloody hell. Get your thoughts in the comments. Foden's there. He's crossed one to Saka. Oh, it just wasn't quite there. Much more open game. Much more end-to-end this, isn't it? 19 yellows in the Turkey-Czech game. That's astonishing, isn't it? Or 18, yeah. This ref is having a stinker. He's just like you said there, Jacob. He's just trigger happy. He's there and he thinks, I've got these. I can't wait to use these yellow cards. He's probably got new yellow cards from Sports Direct the day before. Got a bit more of an extra shine to him, and he just wants to show them off. Do you know when you get like me with this jacket? I just want to wear it all the time. The ref's the same with his yellow cards. I've got them. I have to use them. It'd be a waste of $3.99 if I don't. But it's a much better game than we've seen from England. I mean, that includes them giving up a load of chances, but at least there are chances. Foden there just getting chucked off the ball. He's given a free kick though, because of course he has. This ref absolutely loves giving free kicks, doesn't he? Parag says, hi guys, what did you make of the offside incident yesterday? I don't know if Jay read this out, but I don't think we responded to it if he did. The offside incident is the unfortunate perimeter of a binary rule, is how I describe it. It shouldn't be that. the Denmark player being a toes length offside didn't give him an advantage. If he was 2 inches further back and onside, he still would have scored the goal the exact same way. He didn't get an advantage by being offside, but he was offside. It's unlucky, but it's just the rules, isn't it?
It's the law is an ass. I think it's not that the referee or the VAR did it wrong, even though I'm no fan of Michael Oliver. I think he's the worst referee in the world. It's just that those are the rules, and it's just like the handball one. They've got that kind of thing in cricket where you can see the little sound thing. Where
there's a little microchip in the ball or whatever.
And I think that the Danish coach was making a point of like, if you're running back, you run like that, your arms are out. It's not like and the kid didn't put his arm out to block the shot, he was just running.
No.
And I think now you've got to run like this, which is just, that's
considered a natural position for your hands to be in.
Like, do you ever watch the Olympics and see the 100-metre sprint and they're all running like that?
No, unless Liam Gallagher's taking part.
Exactly.
You don't tend to see it, do you?
It's nonsense.
That's an absolutely shocking pass from John Stones.
You don't need to do that.
No. Every time I watch John Stones play, he looks like he's like poorly. Like he plays like he's like, oh, go on then. I don't know. People always talk about him. He was another one. Do you remember when he was the best centre back in the world for 3 months after Christmas in 2023? Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's just back to being.
Is he giving? Has he got the ball? Oh my God! Oh, be careful there, Jude. Don't touch him. He's right. That is shocking. I think I'll have to see the replay because my eyesight is terrible. Jude Bellingham, I think, makes a tackle there and gets booked for it. Yeah. I want to see the replay because to me it looked like a clear tackle.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, who's that? Kyle Walker getting roasted again, which is there.
Oh, don't know.
I think he gets the ball there.
I need to see it again. I don't know if he does.
Watch the ball. There.
Oh. Yeah, he does get the ball. I think it's a foul and not. I think it's a foul because he takes the man
this
out.
Referee's taking the position of every foul is a booking.
Yeah, no, that's not a booking.
You've got to be careful, Bellingham, as well, because I know he's not exactly someone who gets sent off a lot. I think he's only got about 2 red cards in his career, but he has a bit of agony in him.
Yeah,
he can get a bit aggy. If he gets wound up.
Part of his confidence has got a little bit of an edge to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is good when it's good, but also especially if the ref decides he don't like it.
They could target him and try and wind him up, and I'm so scared. Now, Jesus Christ, Kobbie Mainoo pulling out of a challenge there because he had to. Parag says, it'll be a miracle if this game finishes without a sending off. I agree.
Yeah. What is it, 4 yellow cards already?
4 yellow cards, and 3 to England. I think it's Gay, Mainoo and Bellingham.
How many fouls have there been?
There's been about 5 fouls and we've got 4 yellow cards.
It's just bad reffing that. It's fear-based panic refereeing. It's not confident, it's not strong. It doesn't instill leadership and control. It becomes frantic and fearful. And also what it does is it benefits the team who is, I think personally it benefits Slovakia because they know that one way to stop us is to get players booked.
Yeah, and you can do that. You can do it at any level, but especially at this level.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Hopefully
if you start going down under soft challenges.
Yeah.
I'm a bit cold, but I've got it on underneath.
Bit chilly. Hopefully if England can get the ball in the final third a bit more, it will stop Slovakia putting tackles in and stuff for fear of yellow cards. But at the minute, if Slovakia get a goal up, the time wasting and foul giving will be easy as fuck because every time anyone goes down, they're going to get a free kick.
It's just weak refereeing for me, dishing out yellow cards. It's the opposite of being a strong referee.
Yeah, it is bad. Because this hasn't been a dirty game.
No. It's what I mean.
It's not been a dirty game at all.
In most games, you're having a foul every few minutes, which is what you've had here. You've had about 20 minutes and about 5 fouls.
Yeah.
And we've got 4 yellow cards.
Yeah, stupid.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Go on, turn Mainoo.
Go on, lad. He's been good so far, Mainoo.
He has very tidy. Yeah. Very good.
And two or three very good things. The ball to Saka, which he got booked for shortly after. Not booked for, but booked shortly after. And the little dribble he did in the middle to get the ball to Harry Kane as well was excellent. United actually getting a few players. England getting a few players in the box there. Got to win these second balls. Go on, Kyle Walker. Where's he going to go with that?
Who was that?
Fucking Paulie John Stones. That
was an awful header. Thankfully, my man.
Well done. That should be a booking for the lad on Rice there.
Yeah.
Because he's late. If you're going to be playing this game of if you touch someone after the ball, it's a yellow, he should get booked for the tackle on Rice just because he's hurt himself. Rice gets the ball and he smashes into Rice afterwards.
It spoils the game.
It does.
Or you know what? Like, you know, when you think back to the great games when we was growing up, and I'm a bit older than you, but it's similar-ish era. Tackles and battles and Vieira versus Keane and all that.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, if you touch someone, you go down, you get a yellow, and then you can't touch anyone again.
I know.
It just spoils the game. It's not as fun. I get the idea, right, of protecting attacking players, because I think it can go too far when players just getting booted and it's stopping, nice attacking football. I get that. But when it's literally like, you can't really tackle anymore. If you go to the ground, you're going to get a yellow.
And even if you win the ball, if you then hit the man at all, not like straight leg, nothing like you swing through, kick the ball and take someone's feet afterwards, that's a booking.
Yeah.
That's just crap. And the problem is, there's been games in this tournament where they've been really lenient.
Yeah.
Like not giving that sort of stuff, letting the game go a bit more.
Well, do you remember was it the Portugal game where Ronnie was getting a bit and he was like kicking off? I think he ended up getting
his fucking shirt pulled off him for like 5 seconds. The player was pulling his shirt and it was in the box and he didn't give a penalty.
Celevi.
Yeah.
And also, where's VAR in that?
Yeah.
If you're like monitoring things, Saka's been dispossessed there.
Yeah. And if you noticed as well, all of a sudden now we're in the...
What's that?
Kyle Walker,
what are you doing?
Fucking shite so far.
Oh my God, he just played a blind
terrible
pass to the middle of the park straight to a Slovakian player. Thankfully, they got tackled and England are on the attack now. But Kyle Walker's having a worst game I've ever seen him have.
Yeah, he needs to step it up.
This is like worse than he was at Spurs on a bad day.
He's been out of position 2 or 3 times. He got skinned and megged once, and now he's just passing the ball straight into the middle of the pitch where their players are.
I feel like the senior players in this team today, have like Stones, Rice, and Walker have been very sloppy, and Trippier a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's the younger players. I think Saka's done all right. I think
Gay's been all right.
And Mainoo obviously. Foden was never going to get there.
No.
And Kane's been pretty non-existent.
That's Kane though, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, here we go.
Rice.
Oh God, how was your touch,
Did his best there, didn't he?
Well done, Jude Bellingham.
Find someone. Penalty! Right, just play on then until they're going to VAR it, aren't they? It's a good cross, that. Goal! Oh!
Kane with a chance there.
I thought he'd scored. This was good from England. Who wins the ball there? Is that Trippier? I know it's Rice. Brilliant from Rice.
That's good.
It's a good touch from Bellingham as well. What happens here? Nah.
No,
just a bit of a shoulder in the back, innit? It's not a penalty for me.
What goes on with this?
I don't know. I thought
is it a corner?
Kane was getting a header here. Yeah, he heads it against their player's back. Should be a corner.
It's a corner.
I don't think that was a penalty personally.
No, it wasn't. It was
as much as
soft.
I wanted to.
He's got a bit of that in him, Foden. He kept doing it against us in the cup final.
Yeah.
Just going down and looking at the ref straight away.
Yeah, he does.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it's part and parcel. Come on, man, you got to be stronger there because you ain't getting it. Trippier with the corner. It's made it a little bit nervy, this, hasn't it?
That's good. Oh, that was a really good cross. That. Go on, Declan. Kobbie! Oh,
mate, if that had gone in,
we're ending the stream.
We would have ended the stream.
Yeah,
in the end, it was quite a little bit over, but
when he hit it, I thought, you look for that initial, has he absolutely skied it? No, he hasn't.
I just needed to let it drop a little bit more.
Bastard. Decent effort, though.
Yeah.
Good lad. He's been good. He's been one of England's better players.
A little round of applause from his manager.
Yeah.
He's been very good on the ball, Kobbie Mainoo.
Go on then, push now. Oh, it's a shit.
Awful that.
Okay. Really bad.
Slovakia is just going to be growing in confidence at this rate. Just giving the ball away too often.
Go on, Kobbie, stay with him. Well done.
Can you hear the England fans?
Yeah. So, how annoying must it be if you've acted like, if one game you took your drum.
Yeah.
And then for 30 years you have to be playing the drums non-stop every 90 minutes for every England game, no matter how shit they are. That's it. Oh, fuck, who can be arsed?
Oh, yeah, Slovakia in here. Slovakia in here.
He is.
Slovakia in. Slovakia scored.
Yeah.
1-0.
Gay with a mistake.
And to be honest with you, the good value for the win.
Yeah, they
are.
Or
not one, but the good value to be ahead. Jesus wept. This has been as bad a performance from England as we've seen all tournament. We're probably beyond.
It's been a different style of bad though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we've looked more energised. We've got attacking wise, it's probably as good as we've been. But in terms of just overall sloppiness, it's been ridiculous. Like this is a hopeful ball up the pitch. And for some reason, Gay decides to engage in a header with John Stones as man. John Stones there, for me, should be shouting, my ball there. Because it's his man who wins that header. But for some reason, it goes from being John Stones' man to Gay's man. John Stones has got a call there that he's going for that. Because in the end, they're both out of position. Gay's lucky not to get sent off, by the way. It's better that they scored that than them getting a penalty. Because he'd have been sent off and they would have scored. Because he fouls him there, but he stays up and scores the goal, which is actually a positive for England. But a mixture of John Stones, for some reason, letting Gay head the ball, and Gay taking John Stones' man off him, we've conceded a goal. Poor from England. Poor stuff. Mark Gay's getting some sort of physical check here. Luckily, we've got shitloads of centre-backs on the bench to bring on if he's not well. What's up with him? I'm too embarrassed, lads. I've got to come off. I can't even tell what they're checking him for, can you?
No, I don't know. He's like his shoulder. He's holding his collarbone. I think he got a bit of a knock. Doesn't seem a lot in it, but you know, if you get a knock, you get a knock. I can't really say. Oh, someone's saying in the chat, a fool named Huggy says possible concussion. I don't know about that.
Maybe, but I didn't see much in terms of a bang.
No, it like you say, maybe it was just a bit of embarrassment. Poor so far.
Yeah, it has been a completely different England performance. Gone from being defensively solid and attacking sort of inept in the final third to looking more dangerous, but we can't defend.
No.
Kyle Walker, multiple mistakes. Mark Gay and Stones between them, a big mistake there.
Also, as well, going forward, like not much happening. Like Phil Foden's barely been in this game. Bellingham has done okay,
yeah,
but not much. I think Saka's probably been, well, even he's been dispossessed a couple of times. None of them have really shone. No. Kane's had one header that was blocked.
And has he even touched the ball other than that?
No, it's just like, it just looks like a mishmash, this team.
Yeah.
It looks like you've got 11 players who play a different style for the club, trying to work out a new style under a manager who's just experimenting as he goes along.
But the thing is with that, though, and it does look like that,
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm not saying
I don't get why it would be. Because Kane's plays fucking 100 games for England, or 70, whatever it is, 80 games. Foden's played with him loads. Saka's played plenty of England games. Walker's played tons.
Yeah.
Rice has started every England game for the last 4 years. Bellingham plays every week.
What's Jordan Pickford doing
John Stones has literally been, Southgate's probably the player, him and Pickford have been the players that he's played more than anyone, I'd have thought. Maybe alongside Harry Maguire. And Trippier has been one of the first names on the team sheet when, you know, anyone is out in the back line since 2018. So why can't they play together?
No.
I don't get it. Even if you didn't have a manager and you were just mates playing on the park, you think they'd have a better chemistry than this?
The weird thing is as well, right, is like Harry Maguire, we heard, wouldn't be fit for the first couple of games, similar to the last Euros. And there was a bit of a surprise that he didn't get the nod because it looked like he was going to get the nod anyway, like he did in the last Euros.
Yeah.
He didn't, and then Mark Gay's done well. So people just sort of gone, oh, well, it don't matter about Maguire. But him and Stones together are very reliable.
No. It's a shame, innit? Because he has been good, Mark Gay.
Yeah.
And I thought he was probably England's best player. Him, Palmer and Mainoo were England's best players.
Jesus Christ, what was that?
Who gave the ball away then?
It's one of Stones or Rice. I'm sorry, my eyesight's terrible.
Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham's done well there.
Yeah, let's keep the ball now. Keep the ball. That's a good pass.
Oh, it's a good pass. He's done well there because the easy option was just to give it to Mainoo, but he's found Saka, who's been dispossessed again, man.
It's our ball.
That'll do, though. It's a throw-in to England. England have got to fix up here.
Yeah, they have.
Because there's always that danger as well that we can get hit on the break.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's, you know what, 2-0, head start going.
Especially with the fact that Mainoo and Gay are both on bookings.
And Bellingham as well.
Yeah. Man on.
Oh, wake up, man.
It's weird as well that, do you know everyone,
Jesus
when
Christ.
Harry Kane drops deep and wants to be the build-up man and all that, everyone says, stay in the box, be a number 9, like, you know, you're not in the right areas because you're dropping deep. Then he plays up front and no one passes to him. Or he's, you know, he barely touches the ball, and it's Kane, he's been invisible in this game. You know, you just think, like, I would like to see a bit more movement from Kane. If you're not getting involved as an attacker, as a number 9, drop in a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, you know, you might not be there for every cross.
That's poor,
but at least you get a feel of the ball a little bit. Well done, good pressing there from Kane. It's one as a throw in that. That's why you press.
Danny Wilde, who's been a member of the academy for 37 months, says, Southgate has been here 8 years, always had world-class players, but has never had a style of play, playing the best players just for the sake of it. Do you know when I thought he actually kind of did have a system and a style that wasn't an obvious one as well? Was in that first World Cup in 2018. Do you remember?
Go on.
Where it was like, because he played, didn't he? Was it Dele Alli, Henderson and Jesse Lingard as like a 3 in midfield, which wasn't an obvious thing to do.
No.
And I think, was it like Kyle Walker, Stones and Maguire, and then Trippier and Ashley Young as wing backs?
Yeah.
Which, whether you like that style or not, it was a style and it was a system
pass.
that wasn't obvious. That's a great ball, by the way.
Much better from Bellingham there.
Saka, back post. Oh, it's too much on it. What he is? Well done there, Kieran Trippier.
I was like, cricketers defending the ball from the boundary. That's a shit cross from Kane.
Fucking, that is so shit.
It's a bit better though, that. Better from Bellingham, better from England. Poor ball from Kane, but brilliant from Bellingham. He's actually getting the ball and pulling the strings a little
Bellingham's
bit.
having a much better game.
First time we've seen that from him all tournament, really.
I'm sorry, but that's terrible, that from Harry Kane.
It's a bad
fucking
ball.
useless. Well, he's not, obviously, but you get my point. I'm annoyed. Cole Palmer there on the bench. Withenshaw's finest. Well, not the finest. That's Marcus, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, you know.
Maybe in the podium spot.
Yeah. Isn't he from your neck of the woods as well?
Oh, yeah.
I saw Mitten saying that they all grew up in Stockport. Foden, the Mainoo and Palmer.
Yeah.
Well, then I've heard he's Withenshaw. So
yeah, I don't
if
know.
anyone knows.
I think he was born in one and raised in the other.
Because that's like my kids always say, we're from Withenshaw. I'm like, you're not. You were born there in the Withenshaw Hospital. But,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mainoo was definitely
just like
brought up
saying
in
that
Stockport.
because
Foden was definitely brought up in Stockport.
Yeah.
I don't know where Palmer was brought up.
That's unlucky. That was a good idea. It's a right idea. It just didn't quite come off that from Trippier.
Win it back. Yeah, shite. Man behind you. Well done. That was good from Rice.
Just get hold of the ball. Just keep the ball for a minute. That's
deep
it.
Just to get a feel of the ball.
Just do that. Right. Turn.
We like this wide ball out to Foden and Saka, don't we? Foul. No? Well done, Kobbie.
Big touch there from Kobbie Mainoo.
Forcing it, man. It's a weird 1-2 Kane play there with their player. He's forcing it a bit there, Kane.
He is. I think that's the difference between him and Rice to some of the other players. Them two keep forcing it a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. There you go. That's more like it.
Yeah.
Right. Bellingham now on the ball. Going into the box. Go on, Jude. Go on, lad.
Cross it. That's all right. Corner
That'll
ball.
do. That'll do. That's a good bit of play, that. Bellingham's been better this half.
He has. And
this has been his best game since the opener.
And since we conceded especially, he seems to have taken it upon himself to turn things up a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got that roaming role. He needs to do that. Ooh, has it hit his hand?
I don't know. There's a little blocky. Well, did it come off his hand? I don't think VAR are looking at it. I think it's one of them. It's just a corner. Can we make it count?
Right on the keeper. Oh, there's probably 12 players in the 6-yard box here. Really crowding the keeper. There's a good cross as well. Oh!
Is that a defended header there?
It is. Almost got to Kane there. Almost got to Kane.
It's a good corner, this.
It is. And if Kane gets that, he's heading it in from a yard out.
Oh, yes.
Bloody hell, that was close. It's
That's
a really good cross.
corner,
Is it Bellingham?
I think it's Kieran Trippier.
It was Trippier, yeah. It's a good cross.
Berry's finest.
See if we can bury this.
Nice.
Good cross again. What?
He's just waiting there for something. You know when referees have made their mind up? You only give you a warning, like, don't crowd the keeper or whatever. You just know it's coming.
What's the foul?
And Mark Gay's just stood there. Soft that. Very soft.
It's
just
not
done
soft,
nothing.
it's shit.
Sorry, you're
it's
right.
Wrong.
There's just nothing there. That's not a foul. You're stood there.
Mark Gay's just stood on the line. The keeper tries to run past him, doesn't, and gets a free kick for it.
I'm really annoyed the fact that England haven't tested Martin Dubravka at all this half.
Yeah.
Really annoyed.
Me too.
We haven't had. Have we had any shots on target?
I don't think we have.
No. 35 minutes in. He's a liability.
Well done, John Stones.
And you need to be testing him.
Yeah. And the last thing you need, especially with all the pressure that we've had from those first 3 games, is to get to like the 70th minute and you've barely had a shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then it all starts to crumble. Like Wayne Rooney was saying against Iceland, he knew we weren't going to score.
Yeah.
It's one of the only games in his whole career
Go
where
on, Kobbie.
he just knew they weren't getting a goal.
Oh, come on, man.
He made the run and then came back, didn't he, Saka there?
Oh.
Come on.
It's gone a bit flat here for England. It's just pouring it.
Still plenty of time left. 1 goal and then it's
Yeah,
all
I
up in the
mean,
air,
we've got an hour left.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Have you noticed that it's basically since the last round of games when it started getting a bit like these matter now?
Yeah.
They've turned the extra time back up.
Oh, have they?
Started getting 7, 8, 9 minutes again. They're like, oh no, we're going to go back to pre-World Cup extra time. Which how can you? What rule change has taken place where now extra time has gone from being 9 minutes to 3 minutes again, and then now because it's the games matter, we've just turned it back up a bit to turn up the drama. There was a 0-0 the other day that there was 9 minutes to stoppage time in the second half. Like what is this? Just subjective stoppage time. It's fucking stupid that. Just changing it on a whim.
Did you see last night the Denmark-Germany game? They had to stop it for the thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Do you know what made me laugh about that, right? They stopped the game because of thunderstorms, right? Which to me makes sense.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm, you
can't
the
have
game.
someone being electrocuted, can you?
And then
imagine it's Christian Eriksen as well.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine, and the amount of people like kicking off about it. Like, oh, I can't believe this. The game's gone. Like, what are you on about?
Yeah, they should just get electrocuted to death like players used to in the 40s.
Like, oh, the weather's woke. Just shut up.
Well done, Kobbie.
Don't dive in, son. Don't dive in.
Well done.
He did well there.
He did. Well done, mate.
Bellingham's done well as well there. Go on, Jude.
What are we getting here? I don't even know who free kick that is.
He did well there, Bellingham.
He did. Yeah, he just stops him getting back, doesn't he?
I mean, look at him. For fuck's sake. He's not trying to get the ball there. He just fouls him, stands there, grips him up, and then acts like he's being fouled.
Yeah, I don't know how you can be annoyed. And it was proper lightning as well. It wasn't just like, oh, it's chucking it down. There was like lightning bolts above the stadium.
And then I've seen people like losing their heads in it. And like, the game's gone. And I think, A, you don't even give a shit about Denmark versus Germany.
No.
The people that are moaning. And B, it's obvious why they've had to stop the game.
It's a great cross from Foden there. Really good. Kane's appealing for something. I don't know if he thinks he was pulled or blocked off. I'm not sure. Bit of a speculative one back in from Trippier. And Rice has got to it. And Dubravka.
Oh, I thought he took
made
it out.
a meal of it, Dubravka.
Yeah.
Right, come back now.
Turn. You got loads of time. Talk to him. Let him know.
What are we stopping for here?
Has Dubravka gone down?
No.
Oh no, it's some Slovakian lad's gone down.
There's going to be so much of this now, you know.
Yeah.
So much Slovakian players staying down. Take as long as you can. I mean, there's a bit of a collision there, but come on.
There's fuck all wrong with him. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him.
It's not a heavy collision, that is it? He runs into the keeper.
Bellingham got it worse, and he's up. Because Bellingham's losing.
Yeah.
They're winning. It's that fucking simple.
And the ref's going to give absolutely everything. This was on about before when I was saying that it could benefit Slovakia if they get a goal. Because they'll be able to, as any team would, but this is where the ref's trigger happy nature will damage the game. Slovakia can just take their time now. Go down every time someone touches them, stay down, bring the medics on, take a minute, have a drink of water, put some spray on your ankle.
Yeah.
40 seconds gone, a minute gone, 2 minutes gone. Before you know it, they've wasted 12 minutes of the game and you only get 4 back on stoppage time. It's a good ball out for the Slovakia goal, getting it in to their striker. A little bit of a break here while the...
Hit that like button, please, people. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know what you think so
saying?
far. I mean, Jed's dead, baby. Says England fans booing the slow play. Casper says this game needs a Rashford-type player. Rezic 3 times says Rice is so bad. Rezic also says they're wasting so much time. Amy Kakatera, says Slovakia subbing.
Are they? He's gone off.
I don't know. Can't say. There's no sympathy, is there, when a player goes off, like when you're losing or whatever, and someone's injured. I remember who was it? Alex Iwobi for Everton. Remember when Malacia tackled him? It was a clean tackle, and he went off, got stretchered off.
Yeah.
I remember everyone was booing him.
Yeah. he missed like a month after that tackle.
And also, he's getting stretchered off, right? Yeah. You don't know what he could have done his cruise shit. That could be his career. And I haven't got a dog in the fight with Alex Iwobi. He's not exactly the most offensive player.
No.
Playing for Everton, again, who aren't the most offensive team towards United. It's not like it was someone for Liverpool where there's a bit of need or whatever. No. And everyone was like booing him and saying the usual chants about Scousers. And I just thought it was a bit harsh.
Where did he come through?
Iwobi, Arsenal, wasn't it?
Arsenal, yeah. That was
he's his nephew, isn't he? JJ Koch's nephew.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a weird player in here, Iwobi, because he's always been like a decent player for his teams. Like he was decent at Arsenal, not amazing, okay. Got to move, and then he moved to. Did he go from Arsenal to Everton?
I think so, yeah.
And then at Everton he was quite good. I think Everton fans liked him, and then he went to Fulham, which he scored against us, didn't he? So, and he's always gone for like 30, 40 mil.
Yeah,
like
he's just a solid Premier League midfielder. Isn't he?
I don't think he's tearing up trees.
One of them who's almost like Joe Linton, where he started as an attacker.
Yeah.
And was like,
do you know what I love as well? When you get like players like that, and I've seen people saying like, he's only made it because of who his uncle is, because of Kocha, and you think, really? Is that why? Is that why you've had a 250 game Premier League career? Because you're JJ Kocha's nephew.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, do you remember when Charlie Savage got in the team? People saying it's because Robbie Savage is his dad. What? Because a guy who never kicked a ball for Manchester United's first team is your dad. You get to play for United. Yeah. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Is that the case? And when's Brooklyn Beckham playing? Like, obviously it's not. It's because he's good enough.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I think the only one you can accuse that of maybe is Darren Ferguson.
It obviously helps you like getting into academies and stuff.
But maybe gives like a scout reason to look at you.
Iwobi, you don't play, like you said, hundreds of Premier League games because you're someone's
JJ Koch's nephew. Like, do you think Everton we'll buy him for 40 million because his uncle used to be mints?
Yeah. And no offence to JJ Kocha, but he's not like he's the the Prime Minister of the FA, is he? He's just a bloke, one of thousands of blokes who have played in the Premier League.
What's he got to say about anything? What sort of influence has he got? Yeah, like what goes on?
Think of all the Premier League players that have ever played in the Premier League. Yeah, how many of them have got nephews?
Yeah,
and how many of those nephews are playing?
That's what I mean.
Week in, week out.
Yeah,
just bullshit, innit?
Yeah, like you say, the only thing it gives you an advantage of is getting a scout to look at your lad.
Yeah,
like because you have contacts at a club, you can say, that's a yellow. If you're giving out yellows, like you've given them out to like some Mainoo and Bellingham and everyone else, that is a fucking yellow. I know it's soft, but that's what the others got it for.
No, it is. He's not going for the ball. Is he giving it?
Is he fuck?
Is he doing... He's
no
doing
consistency.
That cute little thing where you start off really harsh because you want to show that you're the boss, and then that which is tripping someone over, no attempt for the ball whatsoever. That isn't a yellow now.
No.
Great, just good reffing, innit? Just good, consistent reffing. Feels like the last 10 minutes have just gone by with no football being played whatsoever.
Poor, this
is what happened.
This is very poor. Gareth Southgate needs to change something. If it was up to me, I'd swap Foden for Palmer.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think Foden's done much.
He's not done anything. Any game he's ever played for England. Can we just admit that? Phil Foden, if he wasn't playing for City, if he was playing for Watford or he was playing for Bournemouth or whatever, and he'd had a chance as an England player and he'd had the career that he's had for England, he would never play for us.
No,
he's been average almost every time he's played for England.
No,
like he's not making up for it with his output, his goals. He's got 4 goals in 35 games, whatever it is. He's not making up for it with his interplay and his link-up. He doesn't get involved, especially off the left-hand side. And you can say, well, no. He's played off the left for City dozens of times. He's played off the left loads for City, off the left and right.
Yeah, get him in the fucking book. Rightly so.
It's just ridiculous.
Jude Bellingham's just been fouled on the halfway line.
I said this before this tournament started, so it's not like a new thing where everyone's sort of starting to agree with it.
It's not an anti-City thing as well.
It's not. I don't care. There's some great, people play really well for City or whatever for England.
You can't have it both ways. You can either say he's not a good footballer or he's not playing well, and he is a good footballer.
Yeah.
We've seen that. We've seen that for City for 3 years now, if not more. You've seen it, against top teams. He was banging a worldie against Real Madrid. The kid's not.
He's an excellent footballer who doesn't play well for England. No. And you can blame the manager all you want. And maybe, let's say it's completely Southgate's fault. The system doesn't suit him and it's Southgate's fault. You can't get the best out of him. All right, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have to play the team that's most likely to win you a game. And I don't think Foden's in that.
No.
I just don't. I don't.
It's just like you say.
I just don't think he is.
He's not done much here. He's got a chance now to do something because he's taking this free kick. On the edge of the box, on the corner of the box, I should say.
Like there's some players, like Pickford was the opposite for a long time. He would be questioned and he would be poor for Everton, but he was always good for England. So you keep playing him. Maguire's the same. He had times where he was poor for United, but he was always good for England, so you keep playing him. Foden is the opposite. He's amazing for City, but he's never been great for England. And yet we're still playing him.
Yeah. No, I agree. I completely agree. Because when you know what he's capable of as well, it's just more frustrating.
But that's why players and managers in particular get caught in this loop of, well, we see how good they are for the club, so we've got to try and find that for England. Maybe it's not going to happen. It's a good cross, that.
Dubravka there with the header. Saka with the other header. Kane's got to be offside there, not that he's going for it anyway.
Good touch.
He's done well there, Trippier.
Yeah.
Go on, Kobbie.
Oh, corner.
If Mainoo had scored then, I'd have spontaneously combusted.
Yeah.
Mainoo with a great little bit of skill here.
Run as well.
Creates something out of nothing here. Look at that!
Another corner to England.
That's the best thing England have done all game.
Yeah.
Mate, come on.
Corner. Ball in from Foden. It's too long for
Come out to Mainoo here on the edge of the box. Give it Saka. Go on, Bukayo.
Saka
and ball.
I think it hit him right in the face. Oh, brilliant from Mainoo. Goes past his man. Good cross. Oh.
Again there. Kobbie.
Bloody hell. Good touch from Foden there. Go on, Declan. Another
it's a corner. We'll have that. Come on.
Come on.
She's better.
Bit of sustained pressure for once. I hope Foden has a great game and proves me wrong.
Right, this is probably the last chance of the game, this. Deep corner to Kane. No. I don't know what's gone on there.
He's decided that there's a foul.
What's that?
I don't know what
push?
happened there.
To be fair, I don't think it mattered anyway, because I think Kane's finish was wayward.
What did he give that for?
Is it Stones?
No,
Stones has just... Yeah. I didn't see it, but looking at it, Stones has blatantly just pushed the kid over.
Yeah, he's chucked him on ground.
Get involved in the chat in the comments. Sorry we're a little bit behind. We have to... Because I know that some of you are ahead from the comments, so I have to be careful. I can't just keep refreshing, if that makes sense. Cameron S., who's been a member of the Academy for 45 months, says, Jay, if you go to sporkle.com and search Manchester United, there's some fun ideas for the brew with Steve, like naming United's Champions League squads. since 94 to 95. What's that? Sporkle.com. I'm going to make a note of that.
It's a little quiz site.
Oh, yeah, I remember
been on it before.
Sporkle.com. Thank you for that, my brother. We'll do that. We'll get into that. Mainoo and Saka have been okay, says Jed's Dead Baby. Bellingham has been better than previous games, and that's about it. Amy Cacaterera says, sorry, but Kane is washed up.
He isn't, though, is he? He's just scored 46 goals this season in a season that ended 3 weeks ago. He isn't all of a sudden washed up, is he? Come on. I get it. We criticise performances, but let's not call a player's career over because he's not been good for 3.5 games.
He's a dusty baller.
He's a dusty baller.
He's a washed baller.
Come on. Let's be serious. England have been pretty poor in that game. And actually, the thing that's helped England look better is Slovakia scoring. Because up until that point, it was back and forth with Slovakia having the better chances. And since they've sat back a bit after the goal, England have looked better. It's almost like the inverse of the Denmark game, except we haven't scored yet.
Rezik 3 times says, Mainoo can't shoot. You're talking shite, he can. Mitesh Patel says, start subbing Foden, Kane, Walker and Gay and you will improve.
Well, that's 45
Imagine that.
subs gone.
Imagine Southgate went, do you know what? I'm quitting after this tournament. Fuck it. And just went, you're off.
Walker needed a kick up the arse. First 30 minutes, he was a liability on the right-hand side, and they exploited it over and over again.
Yeah.
And a lot of the danger and the pressure that built up from Slovakia was them getting through and behind Kyle Walker.
Yeah, lad Al-Lazar says Mainoo has undoubtedly been England's best player and he's barely getting the ball. I think he's done well. When he's got the ball, Mainoo, other than one pass, I think he's been mint.
He's been very good. Bellingham, I think, has been our best player.
Yeah,
but I think Mainoo has been good, definitely good.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
And Saka has been very Saka-esque, which is 1 in 8 times he gets the ball, he does something good, and the other 7 he does something safe. Which actually, in the grand scheme of things, isn't a bad way to play, but he's not someone, do you remember when Garnacho would come on, and every time he gets the ball, he's trying something? Every time he gets it, go past someone, knock it and run. We've seen a little bit more of that from Saka today, but too often I watch him and I feel like I'm watching a robot play football. It feels like he's lacking the sort of artistry and creativity that you get from certain players. It's like he's fantastically well tuned, but it's like AI playing football at times.
Yeah. James Barry says, Jay, I fear if Mainoo gets another yellow, the English press will try to ruin him. They might do. I hope he doesn't. Obviously, if that were to happen, then United fans, you know your assignment. Yeah. And it's get behind the kid. Seriously.
He's definitely getting subbed, by the way, at some point today, Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ben Nordberg says, Mainoo, only good player on England. Yes, I agree. Akash K says, Walker's defo finished at this level. I think Mainoo's more likely to get subbed, not because of his performance or his yellow card, but because Southgate is a shitbag. And he'll be too scared to take off a Foden or a Kane.
Well, Mainoo's the easiest person to sub. He's on a booking and he's 19.
He won't want to take off a Foden or a Kane.
No.
Or I don't think Bellingham deserves to get taken off anyway. He's probably been our best player. But he won't want to do that. Maybe Saka. But if he wants to make a change, he's more likely taking off the kid who's played 5 games for England or 4 games for England, than one of the players who, like Phil Foden for me, has had a worse half than Kobbie Mainoo. But I think Kobbie Mainoo is more likely to come off because I think he's a easier option for Gareth Southgate, and Gareth Southgate hasn't got that about him. You need an international manager who'll go, you're not playing well enough.
Yeah.
But no.
I think Foden's a perfect example. People assume that because he's so good under Guardiola, that he should be that good, or any manager should be able to get that same player out of him. But maybe he's just not good in this system. And you can't just play Pep style to get the best out of Foden.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we've got such a good style that it shouldn't be touchable. I think Southgate does lack a bit of style, definitely. But I don't think we should try to emulate what Pep's doing just so Foden might be a little bit better. Because if that's at the expense of getting the best out of Saka or Bellingham or the rest of the players, or it doesn't suit how his centre backs work or whatever, you can't just make it all about Phil Foden. Maybe he doesn't fit in the system that Southgate is trying to play. I think he needs to admit that, or at least try something different. Because every time, not just in this tournament, we saw it when he dyed his hair blonde, we saw it in the tournament after that, we're seeing it now. You sort of want to be able to rely on Phil Foden, and he always seems like a sort of junior member of the squad. He's like, he'll get there eventually. What is he, 23, 24? How old is Phil Foden? He's not some kid that's just coming through and finding his feet. You know, if he's not doing it for England, maybe just admit that and try something else for a little bit. I just think it's a little bit silly to keep playing him and starting him every single game when consistently, not just in this tournament, but throughout his whole nearly 40-game England career, he's not quite done it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's like you say, and it's one of those where if you're gonna step up, now is the time to do it, because you've had 3 tournaments now.
Yeah.
Like last Euros he should have stepped up, he didn't. The last World Cup he did okay, didn't really do a lot, nothing major to be honest with you. This is your time.
Yeah, and I don't just want to blame Foden because it's a bit easy, and he's a City player, and I don't want it to just seem like I can't take that, separate those two things. But I do feel as though he's not offered anything. Bellingham has stepped up. I think Mainoo's been good. I think Rice has been good and bad, but as the half went on, he got a lot better. Kane's absolutely anonymous, but he can do that and still get you a goal. Whereas with Foden, what we've seen from England, he'll be anonymous, and then, statistically speaking, he's probably not going to get you a goal. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Kane will have 25 touches in a game and score 2 goals with those 25 touches.
Yeah.
Foden is the opposite. He'll touch the ball, but never really do anything with it. And I just think we need someone who's a bit more direct, and someone who's actually going to challenge defenders. I think Foden's making their lives too easy at the minute.
You know what it is like when back in the day you talk about these players and the players that we all love and the players that we go revere as for England. The reason everyone loves Gaza, Gaza only played 2 tournaments for England, but he stepped up in those tournaments.
Yeah.
Like in the World Cup 1990, there was a lot of question marks of whether he'd even be on the plane. Like people thought, he's a bit erratic. He'd only played a few games for England. I think he played a lot of England B games at the time. I think, if memory serves, he just moved from Newcastle to Spurs. I think he'd not been there long, but he went on the World Cup. A little bit of a gamble by Bobby Robson, and he just absolutely smashed it. It was arguably the player of the tournament, one of the players of the tournament. Just steps up and was mint. And then you fast forward 1996 to the Euros. That goal against Scotland, the performance against I think it was Holland. Just fantastic. Steps up twice. And that's why Gaza's revered.
Yeah.
A lot of younger fans don't get it because they look at his club career and you go, injured the entire time he's at Lazio, won an FA Cup in spite of himself at Spurs because he should have had a red card in that final. And at Newcastle, no one really remembers much about him at Newcastle unless you're older than me because that was in the 80s. But for England, he stepped, and Rangers obviously, he won a load of trophies at Rangers, no disrespect, but might as well be Celtic. But for England, he stepped up. Foden's almost been put on that pedestal. Like you saying, not just the hair dye thing that Gaza did, but he's our new guy. He's the guy that's going to carry us forward. He's going to get that's going to do it. And it's not happened. No. It's not. And it's like, I've watched Phil Foden, right, destroy United.
Yeah.
Like, destroy us.
Multiple times, by the way.
Fucking destroy us.
Horrible.
I hate Phil Foden when he plays against us.
Yeah.
Because he fucking turns up, other than the FA Cup final, and he's a problem. And even Wan-Bissaka, who had Sterling's number, cannot handle Phil Foden.
No, he can't.
He's a tricky player. He's a difficult player to play against. You don't know what he's going to do, and he's got so many different skills and attributes in his locker. Yet for England, I've never seen that guy.
No.
And you might go, well, Jay, that's because United. All right then. Phil Foden's done it against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Right, and he hasn't done it against Slovakia. Explain that one to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is even if you don't rate some of the Premier League teams that Phil Foden's done it against, the Champions League teams, they're better than the likes of Denmark and Slovenia and fucking Serbia.
Yeah.
And he hasn't turned up against them.
We're at the point where we need a player like Rashford in it. We knew we'd get to this stage where you need someone to get in behind, to run past people, to receive the ball and drive into the opposition third. And we haven't got anyone like that. I mean, Gordon's okay at it, but, I think I would bring Anthony Gordon on, but I wish there was Rashford there. Even a Rashford out of form, he's another one who turns up for England. Even if he's not playing his best for United, he'll still get you a goal.
I think, I agree. The mad thing is, right, like I like Gordon, I do. But if it was up to me and I was looking for a goal, if Rashford was on that bench and Gordon was on that bench, I'd have gone with Rashford, but he ain't, so we'd have to go with Gordon. For me, I'd bring on Cole Palmer. Samwise,
Yeah,
877, says Foden proving he's a Pep robot. Came past it, midfield sluggish and no movement. Need to stop trying to shoehorn these players into a team that clearly doesn't work. Steve Doyle says England has a crazy stat squad managed by a PE teacher. ROTW begging you to give old Gary 4 more years. It's pure comedy gold for the rest of us.
Yeah, it's been poor, hasn't it? It's been really poor today. And the tournament, funnily enough, this is probably England's second best performance in the tournament so far.
Yeah.
And they're losing, and they deserve to be losing. But there's been some parts, at least, where they've played the ball around a little bit quicker, trying to get the ball into the box a bit more. But as soon as Slovakia actually tried, those first 20 minutes when Slovakia were trying to get a goal, they looked like they couldn't stop them. This is how United have looked for years on and off as well. We looked like this a lot last season. Do you know where they're just players who were sort of walking about, can't really get things going, can't really seem to find each other, bad touches, bad passes, and you don't understand why top players can't make 10-yard passes. We've seen so much of that for United, haven't we? And it's a similar sort of thing. Players who are used to winning and are very good, but when the confidence isn't there and when the movement isn't there and when you're just in a bit of a funk, it looks like this.
Do you know what, right? If England, and I know there's big 45 minutes left, right, and England haven't gone out yet, and we don't know what's going to go on, right? But if England went out of this competition today,
yeah,
and you was having your appraisal by the FA, and they looked at the players at your disposal, and they went, right, you got knocked out in the second round to Slovakia. How many minutes did you give Cole Palmer? How many minutes did you give this kid? How many minutes did you give him? And you went,
none.
40.
Yeah.
3. None. They go, you fucking sacked.
I think regardless of what happens in this tournament, he won't be here for the World Cup.
Do you think he looks a little bit jaded, Gareth Southgate? Do you think it's getting to him?
I think he knows.
Negativity?
Yeah, a little bit. I think he knows
he's got his spark. I don't know if I'm imagining that.
I think he knows he's done as well, and I don't just mean like performance-wise. We could win this Euro still. I do genuinely believe that, but I think he knows that there's a bit of a fatigue around him.
Yeah.
In the squad, in the press, in the fan base. He was a very good manager, almost, and there are similarities to Solskjaer. I think Solskjaer's a better manager, I'll say that immediately. But I do think that thing of he was great when we were the underdog.
Yeah.
When you were proving people wrong and, actually, these aren't that bad. And actually, they're playing well here. He was great at that. When you start going into tournaments as favourites, when you start playing in big games and coming up against other big teams, he hasn't got that extra bit. No. He hasn't got that, we can trust this manager. Look at Jose Mourinho. In finals, his record is immaculate, is fantastic. Same with Pep Guardiola. You can look at your manager and fall back on him, and he'll carry you through a big game. Whereas Southgate, now we've got a team that's expected to start winning trophies. He hasn't got that bottle and that sort of driven, don't worry, lads, trust me, we will get through this. He hasn't got that.
You're right. Because the thing you've got to remember, a lot of these players, right, they're coming from clubs where Jude Bellingham, right, week in, week out, has Carlo Ancelotti telling him what to do. Yeah? Phil Foden and John Stones and Kyle Walker, week in, week out, have Pep Guardiola giving them advice, giving them tactics, telling them what to do. Even, you may laugh, even Kobbie Mainoo has Erik ten Hag, who's won a lot of trophies, telling him what to do and has helped him win a trophy this season, right? So you've got managers there with a pedigree. Trent Alexander-Arnold has had Jurgen Klopp ever since he started playing professional football, telling him what to do, giving him advice. And you go away with England and you've got a manager who's never won out, who when he played in the Premier League, or when he managed in the Premier League, got relegated. It's difficult.
It is.
Because you've not got that, this guy. Yeah. You have to have a little bit, like you've nailed it, a little bit of aura to you. You're back in the day, managers like Bobby Robson, like Terry Venables, the reason they had some success wasn't because they were the greatest managers ever, but they had that aura, that experience. People respected him. Gary Neville says tactically, Terry Venables is the best manager he ever played under. Gary never played under Sir Alex Ferguson. You look at Bobby Robson, I know he got a lot of stick, but Bobby Robson was an experienced manager who people respected. And he always had that, and he carried that throughout his entire managerial career. Gareth Southgate ain't got any of that.
No.
And he ain't got anything to fall back on.
I think it goes, talking about being underdogs as well, I think it worked because Southgate and the players were sort of in it together. If we can, cheers.
Thank you.
Southgate and the players were in it together. Go through the team in 2021 that got to the final. Pickford, I know he still hasn't, but plays for Everton, hadn't won anything. Kyle Walker and John Stones had won...
No changes, by the way. Sorry to interrupt you there, bro. Sorry.
Kyle Walker and John Stones had won 3 less Premier Leagues than they've won now.
Yeah.
You had Harry Maguire, who at that point in his career, I think, had won no trophies.
Yep.
You had Declan Rice, still at West Ham, had won nothing. Luke Shaw had won, a few trophies 2 or 3 years before that at United.
Yeah.
Calvin Phillips had never won anything. Trippier, I don't even think he'd won the league with Atletico at that time.
I think he won it in 2021, didn't he?
Yeah. Then you had...
or it might be 2020, I can't remember.
Harry Kane, who'd won nothing. This was a team of up-and-coming players who didn't have a trophy cabinet full behind them at club level, and a manager who was the same. Now you look through this team, you got Kyle Walker's won 4 in a row, Stone's the same, Foden the same, Declan Rice is challenging for the Premier League every year with Arsenal. You've got Harry Kane, who now plays for Bayern Munich. I know he's not won anything, but he's still got... These are all players who are like... Bellingham just won the Champions League and the
Jesus
league
Christ, what are you doing, Jordan Pickford? Sorry to interrupt you there.
You've got a team full of players who expect to win things.
Yeah.
And Southgate hasn't really gone with them, has he, on that journey?
No,
he's still the manager he was 5 years ago, plucky and likeable, but not tactically elite.
You feel like that Euros was a missed opportunity for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
Had we won that Euros, he gets the credit he deserves. Or not the credit he deserves, but he gets some credit.
Yeah.
People start listening to him, people respect him, players look, okay, look, he's a guy that's won something with England, the only one of 2 people that do it. People, listen to him more, they respect him, the press respects him, fans respect him more. Yeah. It's like you did what you needed to do, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't fault it. And to lose it the way we did as well, when it was kind of there for the taking, makes it worse. Do you know what I mean? Had we lost the Euros final to, say, prime Spain, you'd have gone, it's 2-1 or whatever. You go, it was one of them, innit? We just didn't have enough. We didn't got the quality they've got. Yeah. But to lose to that Italy team when you've took the lead at home, ain't good.
And also, they missed their penalty before we did in the shootout. Yeah. We had the advantage in the shootout as well. And I know I'm not blaming Southgate for Rashford and Sancho and whoever else it was who missed the penalties. Saka. I'm not blaming Southgate for that entirely, although bringing him on the way he did was a bit silly. But we had all the opportunity to win that. And I do think you missed something. Like, again, back to Solskjaer, that reminds me of the Europa League final. Because not only you've got the chance there to change the narrative, like you were just saying. What is Southgate? A tactically poor, likeable bloke. Yeah. And then you go from being that to being a winner. Yeah. And when you lose that opportunity, sometimes you never get that reputation back, especially, afterwards we get knocked out in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Not too bad against France, but we didn't push on after that. I do think we're seeing the end of Southgate one way.
He's doing well here, Jude Bellingham. Sorry to interrupt you there. No, I agree. The narrative is it matters, and Southgate's never been able to shape that reputation of just being slightly wanting. Yeah. Left, you know what I mean? Like, nice guy, got the media on side. His record is good in tournaments, but then when you scratch beneath the surface, when he comes up against a really good team, he struggles.
He does. But here's the other thing. We've got another 45 minutes to change that. Yeah. Or to, we don't have to go out here. England can still win this game.
Have we got any volume, by the way? Sorry. I don't know what's...
Slovakia, they've been all right in this game, but England are capable of beating them.
Yeah, there was a moment there where Jordan Pickford gave the ball away. Like, we got away with it, but we just got to be cautious. We don't make too many mistakes. Yeah. And one thing that worries me slightly is we got away with it against Denmark. Not Denmark, Slovenia, sorry. But when you give youngsters 10 minutes, 15, they can be a bit erratic because they're like, I've got to come right, I've got to, you know what I mean? Like, if you bring on Cole Palmer, say 10 minutes, and he's a very composed young lad, but it could be tempting for him to try things he doesn't usually do and do because he's just desperate to do something, and we're desperate because we're losing.
Well, like Alexander-Arnold came on and was just trying. Oh,
we're in here now. We're in. Kieran Trippier. Yes.
Is it offside?
Phil Foden. There you go. Well, he steps up finally.
Is it? I think it is a goal. Brilliant. Yeah. Well done, Foden. Well done.
Saying he needed to step up, and he has done.
He's done well. That pass from Kane to Trippier was fucking brilliant.
That was very good.
Great space, held the space really well. Trippier there on the left-hand side. Foden doing the exact thing we said he needs to do more of. Gets in a good position and is on the end of something. Well done, Phil Foden.
This
Well
is
done.
the time to shine, son.
Great time to score as well, this by England.
have
Come
a
out the
look at this.
block.
There's fuck all
First
wrong with
attack
this,
in
by
the
the way.
second half. Great ball. Great running from Trippier. Good first touch.
Great
I think
ball.
he's offside.
No.
I think he's offside. He's in front of the ball.
No, it's not that.
I think Foden's offside.
They said, didn't they say in the build-up?
Well, that is in the build-up, isn't it? Foden's just gone off. Why have you drifted offside? Disallowed for offside. What are you doing, mate? You're literally in the middle waiting to receive the ball. The only thing you have to do...
Was it him offside?
Well, no one else was offside, were they?
Sorry, I didn't know there was a ball over the
unless
top.
it's Kane, I think Foden's just in front of the ball, look. Like a fucking idiot. What are you doing? No offence, but all you have to do when you're waiting for the ball to be squared to you is not be offside.
The one positive from that, right, is how easy it was.
That's what I
That's
thought
how
when it first
easy
went
it is.
in.
Like, no disrespect to Slovakia, but they ain't all that.
Use that
Like,
as a base now.
Just
to
remind
build on.
yourselves. Yeah, Kane, you're in here now, lad. Saka, get up there.
Go on, Harry. It's got to go in. Oh. Better for England, though, this. Much better second half. Fucking hell, Foden. Why would you not stay on side? All you have to do is stay behind the ball. It's literally, you're in the middle, unmarked. Your only task is don't be offside. And it's not like Trippier takes 3 touches more than he needs to. He takes 1 touch into the box and squares it.
Should do better there. I thought he'd done well, but obviously not. It's another good corner, that. I like these
Surprised the
corners.
ref didn't give a foul against England.
Alright, Kyle Walker. Someone's
Go
on
back to
you.
keeper.
Man on.
Fuck's sake. It's silly, that.
Fuck's sake.
Really infuriating. That when it first went in. That's why I didn't celebrate, because I thought he was. I didn't know. I thought that was close to being.
Because I just thought he was onside.
Yeah.
I just did. I thought it was that basic.
Yeah.
I just thought they can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not going
There's
to get
no
it wrong
need
there.
to, like you keep saying, there's no need to be offside there. It's an fucking hell.
Kyle Walker's been shit today, and let's be
Right.
honest.
Where's the kid that plays for City? The fucking marks, you know, Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe out of games.
It's a good. Lucky. Decent effort though. Worth a try.
A little
there.
bit. Do you know what? Like a bit of space there. Go on,
Yeah.
move into it. Start doing that a little bit more. Too much of this fucking just let's pick a pass when there's acres of space in front of you. Just attack the space a little bit. They're fucking standing off you.
Go on. Good touch. It's a great pass as well from Kane. Pulls it back. Unlucky. Unlucky.
Go on, Kobbie.
Find the ball. Well done, Kobbie. Come this way. Back into danger there. There you go. Bit lazy that from Trippier.
It was,
wasn't
wasn't it? And he's done well,
yeah.
Trippier, I think. He's been
good.
decent, yeah, and it was just a little ball over the top that the kid had no chance of getting on the end of.
Yeah.
Just got to build it up. You know what I mean? You've got a lot of quality there. You've got more quality than they have. Just fucking pick your passes. Hit that like button, please, people. Let's get to 500 likes. We're on halfway there, 259. We can do it. There's over 1,000 people watching. Kobbie Mainoo's on the ball now. What's he going to do? He's giving it to Jude Bellingham, who's come deep. He's playing it out wide there. It's a foul on Kyle Walker. Did you not get booked for that? I thought you were booking everyone who fouls. They've scored. Oh, no, they haven't.
What the fuck happened then? John Stones picking his fucking arse instead of playing football there. What the fuck was that?
What happened there? Who was it to Stones, that?
I don't know, but Stones just doesn't react. Stones just, oh, I'm not a footballer. Oh, no, I am a footballer.
This is, you know what?
That's proper
it's
just
funny how
switched
things
off there,
come
didn't
full
it?
circle, because this is what United players used to get accused of. When we're winning everything.
Yeah.
And then everyone would go, they never fucking turn up for England, even though we did. But it's like now you're looking at the City players and you're going, what's going on with
Yeah.
them? Like, why are these players were fucking winning trebles not long ago and have won the title 4 times out of the last 4 years, and genuinely making mistakes that my 9-year-old won't make.
Yeah.
Like, get a grip.
What was
like
that?
drifting offside when it's no need to.
Who passed
fucking
it to
switching off. I don't know. I don't know actually. Can anyone tell us who?
It's either Bellingham or Walker, I think.
Yeah. Oh right.
What?
Oh, apparently. Sorry, because we can't. Someone said the ref said it wasn't a foul.
What do you mean?
So they played on, I think.
But why did?
But no, we had the ball. No, I don't even know if that's the case.
Someone passed it to Stones.
Yeah.
And he didn't know. Or did he think it was a free kick and he thought the ball was just
That's
going
better
past
from
it?
Declan Rice. That's a
Yeah, it's a
decent
good
ball
pass,
out to
that.
Bukayo Saka now.
Overlap.
Go on.
Well done, Saka. Too much.
Someone's got to be on the other side for him. There you are.
Kobbie.
Kobbie's there. Give it him back.
Well done, Mainoo.
Well done, Kobbie. Heavy touch.
Foden with a cross into towards Kane. Go on and win that, Phil. Yeah,
Nice little nod down
he's
there
been
from
good,
Kobbie.
Kobbie.
He has.
genuinely has. That's a shit.
Fuck
touch
off,
from
Kane. Right,
They've been
it's
better.
on
They've
it.
been better second half, England.
Yeah.
Genuinely have.
Right, look at where you're
Other than
putting it.
almost
Look at your
giving them a
options.
goal.
You've got them. Use them.
Come on now.
Right, Foden.
A little clip into the box there for Bellingham, and keeper will grab that. And their
It's
player's
asking a
gonna
lot, that, you know.
Play dead.
Like, floating it in like that. I know, I get what you're trying to do, but...
What's up with him? What's up with their player there? Why are you holding your head? He's like properly offside as well.
Yeah,
his whole body is offside.
It's
just bad. It's just
gotta-
bad attacking play.
You got to hold your run now. You just fucking, you can see what's going on.
And even if he holds his run a foot, he can still slide in and tap the ball
Easily,
in, you know,
easily.
because it's
You know what
so
I mean?
comfortable for
It's
him.
an easy pass for Trippier to make that. Like,
Yeah. Okay, now, well done.
it's just so tidy, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. England have looked better this half, you know. They have. I know it's
Do you want a fruit salad? Other sweets are available.
proper football sweet as well.
Yeah,
Fruitella.
sorry. It's nervous eating now.
Nervous chewing.
I try not to give too much of a toss about England, but I can't help myself. I'm name who's playing,
Yeah.
especially. And I do want England to win it. If England go out tonight, by the way, it's going to be absolutely great for Luke Shaw.
Yeah. Great for Luke Shaw's PR. I wonder if there'll ever have been a player who's not played a minute of a tournament who will get more shit than Luke Shaw if he goes out. I think he will get shit. Do you not?
Yeah.
The fact that he's there at all will be used as a stick to beat Southgate with.
Yeah.
This way. Well done, Kobbie. Little Michael Carrick special there. Control with your right, left foot, pass with your right. This is Rice. Go on, Kobbie. That's a foul. That's a foul, ref.
Well done, Kobbie Mainoo!
Driving, actually moving up the pitch.
Fucking
with the
making
ball.
things happen.
That's a booking then, isn't it?
Fucking brilliant. Do you know what? If you want unbiased commentary, don't fucking watch this, because Kobbie Mainoo can do no
He's
wrong.
on a booking, you know, just foul him
It's
there.
a fucking second yellow, but the referee's a dickhead.
Yeah, he's not going to do it, is he? He's pretended to be really hard and
I
give
guarantee
people
that was the
booking
other way
all the time.
around, though. Mainoo did that to him, he'd be off.
Yeah, or if that's Gay trying
Yeah.
to stop their attacker. Free kick to England. What we need to not do here is take 2.5 minutes of standing and posing and waiting and then hit it straight into the wall or smack it over.
Surely Trippier's got to have a dig from there. What do you reckon, Joseph?
Yeah.
Foden's left-footed, isn't he? So he's not going to shoot.
It's either a clip to the back post, but it's perfect
I think
positioning
Trippier's
for
got
it.
fucking fancy his chances here, man. He bangs him for jokes.
I reckon go with Trippier, yeah.
You'd think so. It looks like Foden's going to fucking whip one in, but...
No, I think Trippier's having it.
Trippier there. Dubravka, test the fuck
Owen
off.
Hargreaves style. Oh, it's Foden. It's just
Genuinely, just a fucking waste!
gently hitting it into the wall.
I wouldn't mind. That wasn't like barely in the wall. The kid didn't even jump. What a fucking absolute waste of a free kick at Kobbie Mainoo, weren't you? Oh, he did jump, forgive me. But it was never going in.
No. It's not the side for a left foot of that, really, is it?
Why, when Kieran Trippier literally scores free kicks in fucking World Cup semi-finals, would you not let him have a dig from there? Have we even tested Martin Dubravka in this game?
No.
Genuinely. Has he had one fucking save to make?
I don't think so.
Honestly. Absolutely pathetic. He's learnt nothing, Gareth Southgate, in the 8 years he's been manager of England. Is it 8 years? 6 years, sorry.
No, it's 8 years.
Is it 8 years?
2016, wasn't it? Took over.
Oh, right, sorry, yeah.
I think. I'll have a look.
Yeah. I just remember that the 2018, obviously, World Cup was his first tournament, but I think you're right, because people keep in the chat saying...
yeah, 2016.
Sorry. 8 years. He's learnt nothing. Like, there's no improvement or right, this is what he needs to do. Just... Fucking hell. I just can't get over that.
Who's that woman on?
Eze, Watkins and Conor Gallagher. He's going to take fucking Kobbie Mainoo off for Gallagher, innit?
No offence to Eze either, but fucking hell. How is he the option to try and win
that's
you a
just
tournament?
players warming up. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the case.
No.
But if Cole Palmer or Anthony Gordon isn't your next sub, something's going on.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird to me.
Because Eze has come on a couple of times in the warm-ups and in the game so far. He's an alright player, but he's not... I don't know. He's not...
Seriously, Martin Dubravka.
There we go. Well done, Trippier. Fuck. It's a booking, that.
Get up. Fuck him, he'll be alright. Get on. Oh. I preferred it when I didn't give a shit, to be honest with you. Chips and Gravy says Jay's fuming. BMGDBFC says JB an England fan doesn't suit you. Trust me, bro. Hey, it's more annoying than being a United fan, because with United, I love all the players.
Yeah.
Like I have an affinity with them. There's a limit to how angry I can get with them.
Yeah.
Where with every player on that pitch bar Kobbie Mainoo, I don't. Some of them I don't like. Some of them I probably hate.
But you want them to do well.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be as, oh, well, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think of all the trophies Foden's won for us.
I know.
On. You can't be too harsh on the kid. You know what I mean? Think of that time Kyle Walker turned up for us. No. And I'm watching players that are very, very good for their club being absolutely atrocious for England. Kobbie Mainoo earning free kicks and we fucking waste him.
Slovakian fans are cheering something. I don't know what's happened there.
Cole Palmer coming on.
Who do we think? Saka, Foden?
You'd think so.
Palmer coming on.
I think the change is Trippier coming off. Is it Saka at left back and Cole Palmer coming off?
You're joking.
I think.
Why?
Saka going to left back.
But he's not a left back. Is Luke Shaw not fit enough, genuinely?
I cannot imagine a scenario where Luke Shaw's fit enough and you do what he's doing. Like, that's insane. If Luke Shaw's fit to play, you'd put him on.
Just bring one left back to a tournament. 1.25.
Like, oh, he's doing a little bit too much there, Bellingham.
Yeah.
They're in here. Well, they're not. They're absolutely outnumbered.
Trippier's still on.
Saka has gone to left back, but
Yeah,
Kieran
but who's...
Trippier...
So Palmer's not come on yet? No, it hasn't happened yet, that's why. So we've got 2 left-backs at the minute. And ball. Well done, Rice, that's a foul.
It's a foul? Never mind all fucking hugging him and clapping. Get on with it.
I'm surprised he not give a booking for that. That's more of a booking than Mainoo, isn't it? Stand on someone's toe. Weird, isn't he? This ref's
Kieran
just a
Trippier's
weirdo.
gone off for Cole Palmer. So you've now got Saka, I think, at left back.
Yeah.
With, I presume, Cole Palmer goes over to the right hand side where Bukayo Saka was.
What's that?
So yeah.
Mainoo's going to come off soon, you know, even though he's been really good. Because he's going through his Rolodex of who's the easiest, least backlash substitute I can make here.
Yeah.
No one knew Trippier, he's 33, he plays for Newcastle, he's a piece of piss to
He's not going to take Saka Bellingham off. Shouldn't come off anyway because he's done well.
Yeah.
Kane.
It's Kane.
He's Kane, he ain't going to take him off. Rice, he won't take Rice off. And I don't think that...
all the Arsenal fans come after you if you take him off.
It just feels like...
Come on. So Foden's gone over to the right. Oh no, it's not. Palmer's on the right, sorry.
Yeah, but it's just Palmer to where Saka was, Saka to where Trippier was, I think, is the change. I mean, it just stink a bit of nonsensical gambling. Come on,
we need a bit of movement here. Probably got 30 minutes left here. Mainoo sort of dropped into the back line a bit to try and get more of the ball so we can play out from the back. Palmer on the ball. Man on. Well done. Ish. I say man on, but the ball was a bit short.
He gambles a bit gay sometimes. It's like, I don't get away with that. It's just sometimes it looks a bit... Yeah, so right now you've got Kobbie Mainoo as centre-back. You've got Bukayo Saka as left-back. You've got fucking...
And England find themselves in the same position that United do, which is relying on Kobbie Mainoo to do it all. Like, you play us out for the back because we're too scared and shit to do it ourselves. So look, they just keep giving Mainoo the ball.
That was so pointless, that by Jordan Pickford, by the way.
Space there, out to Walker. Well done.
Come on, let's get up the fucking pitch. He can fuck off, whoever's fallen over there, by the way.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with him. Fuck off. Don't even think about it.
Don't give the ball away. Don't put the ball out there. He's gone down holding his ankle. He's fucking fine. And it's an ankle injury. You can wait a minute, mate.
No, fucking Palmer. Go on.
Good cross, Palmer. Oh! If Foden's an inch taller there, that might be a goal.
Right, there's nothing. Right, what, he's hurt his ankle, so you've got to get a fucking emergency for him, have you? It's pure gamesmanship. Look, he's fuck all wrong with him. He's up now, moaning.
Yeah. Literally fine.
Acting like he's Christian Eriksen or something. There's fucking nothing wrong with him. And they're all kicking off.
Corner to England.
Jesus Christ. A decent ball, Phil Foden. Come on, lad. Or we can just hit the first fucking man.
Well done, Kobbie.
This is atrocious, by the way, by England. This has been 70 minutes of shite. I'm sorry, it has.
At least Palmer's trying to play the ball
Palmer's
forward
looked lively when he's come on. I want to see him in fucking...
Foden and Palmer seem to be playing on the right.
So we've just got no one on the left now.
Sort of Bellingham's out there a bit. I don't even know what's going on. It's a shit cross.
Jesus Christ, Phil Foden. That is fucking terrible.
Terrible, isn't it?
It's 10 yards
really
over
bad.
it.
Yeah, really
on your left foot when you're left-footed. Like, look how far away that is from where it needs to be. If that was against United, that's fucking top bins. Do you know what, right? Someone in the chat here says, Aquila Rosa says Rangnick would have them playing better than this. Ralph Rangnick's got a system that works with Austria and he's got them playing well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Watch Denmark, and I know they got beat last night, but they play well. They look like they've got a coherence to them. Like, you can see what they're trying to do, and it works for them. And they've got inferior players to England. You look at this, and it just looks like a fucking mess.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Right, one more.
Go on, Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
Good ball. Bellingham. Ooh. Yeah, he went down a bit easy there, didn't he? It's a foul there if you want it. Well done, Cole Palmer. Excellent. Back to Mainoo. It's a fucking poor ball from Kyle Walker there. It's a shit ball from Mainoo
for Mainoo as well, bro.
Sake.
Now even he's getting at it. Let's have a look at this. No, he's looking for it.
He's down before he touches it.
He's took a, not a heavy, it's like he's almost played for it.
"20 minutes to go, probably 25.
Yeah.
Well, maybe more.
Go on, put pressure on him. Not tested this keeper at all, which is a joke.
And every time we do press him like that, he either puts the ball out or gives it away.
That's what I mean.
Has he had a shot to save yet, Dubravka?
No, I don't think he has. I genuinely don't think he has. I think we've had like a glorified pass back.
I can't think what a shot on target would be even.
No, I think there was
maybe a header.
I think there was one like which was basically an overhit Declan Rice pass that went to him.
There you go. He's on there. Oh, sorry, I made a bit of space.
Alright, get Cole Palmer on the ball.
Yeah. Go on, Kobbie. I can't work out what formation we're playing here because Saka's like.
Get your head up. Move, you fucking idiot.
So safe, innit, from England. That's a bit better. Well done, Bellingham. Try something at least. Well done, lad. Good cross. Unlucky. Well done, Kobbie. At least Bellingham's trying to move the ball forward when he gets it.
Yeah, he is.
And there's not much resistance when he does.
No.
Like when Mainoo's the same, when he actually turns and pushes forward. The Slovakia aren't this amazing defensive masterclass. They're just not really having to do that much.
No.
Like when players actually try and drive forward, the gaps are there. Palmer finds the space. Bellingham's found it. This dickhead's falling over again.
Do you know what?
He needs
fucking ignore him.
Book him. Fucking hell, Declan. You're going to put the ball out now. It's yours, player.
Oh, fuck off.
Ridiculous.
Seriously.
They're taking the fucking piss here. And we knew this would happen. You knew this would happen. What's happened here? You've hurt yourself trying to foul Cole Palmer. In fairness, he has twisted his ankle. But still. For fuck's sake. Can we just get him on a stretcher and get him off the pitch as quickly as possible then? Also, we need another sub now, don't we? We need another tweak. Because we're not getting the ball in the box.
Sorry, bro. I need another wee-wee.
Go on. You can do it.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. It'll still be 1-0 when you do, don't worry.
Yes, my brother.
Owinski says, thoughts on Stones? He's been atrocious for me. I don't think he's been atrocious. He's just been bland, hasn't he? Just been fine. He's not really done anything. He's made a couple of mistakes. Maybe he has been poor, but I don't think he's been that bad. He's just like a lot of the other players, hasn't done anything good. Yeah, get Scotty in for a minute. How you doing? Scotty coming in to have a bit of a chat with us. Have you been watching the game?
I watched the first half.
Yeah, what did you think?
I thought Slovakia deserved the 1-0 win.
Yeah.
The lead, yeah. Terrible performance. But we've seen it throughout the whole tournament. Gareth Southgate's finally been found out, I think.
Yeah.
Embarrassingly so. But there's so many sort of flaws. I think you mentioned there, what system are we playing now?
I don't know. We seem to have multiple fullbacks, and yet sort of Foden's back on the left. Now it looks more like how we were before with Saka playing left back. But before, Saka was next to Harry Kane and Foden was on the same side as him, and then Foden's out with Palmer on the other side a minute later. It's all a bit confused, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what's going on, to be honest.
You're coming back in?
Yeah.
All right. Oh. All right, then.
Scotty being usurped.
They're giving me fruitellas back there. They're feeding me back there. Right, you can come back in. Anyway, thanks for that, John. He's gone again.
He's gone. He'll be back in a couple of minutes.
But it's just been a calamity, hasn't it, from the start? I think Bellingham and Kane struggled to play together. When Bellingham's playing, he likes to push forward and Kane likes to drop deep. I think Kane was out on right wing at one point in the first half.
Yeah. If you can hear that in the background, it's Jay's absolute feast going on, and he's tearing open packages. he's comfort eating while England lose, getting knocked out of the Euros. Do you think that they'll get back in this England? Although we might be finding out. Yeah, no, well done.
It's the lack of chances they're creating, though.
Yeah,
Joe. You've got the likes of Foden, who 26 goals did he score in all competitions, and you've got Cole Palmer, that was the second highest goal scorer in the league. And they don't seem to be able to create any chances. I think it's a cowardice in not taking Harry Kane off him, if I'm honest.
Do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Who would you put up there? Watkins?
Yeah. Somebody who can offer something different. Kane's just back and forward, and he just seems very sluggish. There was rumours that he was injured going into the tournament. He obviously got taken off in that Champions League semi-final. But Southgate just doesn't want to try anything new. And it was always going to be a struggle because, tournament football, it's all about momentum. They started all right with the win against Serbia, but it's just been stodgy throughout.
Yeah, it has. It's just he does seem to fear making those big decisions a little bit. Like Kane, I understand. I agree with you. I do think that the points you made about his performances are right, but I understand why you might keep him on because of the amount of goals he scored for England. But some players like Saka and Foden and Bellingham even, they haven't got that. Been there, done that. 70 or 65 goals for England, whatever it is that he's got, and he still seems too scared to make those changes. I get why you might change Kane, but part of me thinks if he said, you know what, he's England's all-time top scorer, I'm going to keep him on even though he's not playing well. But the other ones, I think, why are they still on the pitch?
Do you think that we're not playing football that's built for Harry Kane though? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd keep Harry Kane on the pitch if we were getting balls into the box and creating for him, but we're not at all. So
no. Well, there's a ball into the box and he's headed it wide. That was a massive chance for Kane. That's the chance that he's been waiting for. Free header, 7 yards out. He's got to score there. You've got to get that on target. No one near him. He can. It's all up to him there. Oh, that's fucking massive chance. That's a massive chance. That's got to hit the target at least, and if it does, it's in.
Why has there not been more of that throughout the game though? Because they're weak at the back. Slovakia. Every time pushing up, the central defenders look scared.
Bloody hell, that's got to go in, hasn't it? It's a free header there, literally a free header. And there's no one else you'd pick for that, is there? He's the best header of the ball in the team. Is the goal scorer. Well done, Saka. Hopeful there by Foden. And hopeful by Slovakia as well, luckily for us. Well done. Keep the ball. Well done, Kobbie. Go on, lad.
Go on, lad.
Who's with him? Out left. Well done, lad. Did well there, Kobbie. Took the ball at the pitch. Crossing back.
Give it back.
Bellingham with just a sloppy, left-footed, lazy cross, really.
Kobbie's been good though, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he shows why everyone was screaming for him to play from the first game. Direct and progressive football, and I think Declan Rice has been. He was very disappointing again today.
Yeah.
There was rumours that Saka had a kick-off, for moving position. I listened on the radio.
What, being moved to left back?
Yeah, apparently he didn't want to do it, and Declan Rice had to have a word with him.
I just think that that's a silly thing to do. Like, what's the point in that? He's not going to go, oh, right, fair enough, then you don't have to do it. It just makes everyone look bad. The fact that you're willing to be publicly against what your manager's asking you to do is never a good thing for a player, is it? Come on, then.
It's not a decent football.
Well, Kobbie. Plenty of time there. It's a poor ball from the Slovakia player. They look a bit nervous to me now, Slovakia. When they get the ball, they're defending well still, but on the ball they're not really doing a lot at the minute.
Well, this is no man's land for them, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
what, like,
Yeah, I wonder when the last time they beat a team of England's stature, maybe not quality, but stature. They're not playing very well, have they, England? But come on then. Still plenty of time here. You've got at least 15 minutes left. Go on
was the goal offside?
Yeah.
Well,
Rice, good hit. Oh! Is it the post and
goal? More of that.
That's better.
Start belting
At least hit the
outside the
ball.
box. You know what I mean?
Rice with a good shot there. It's hit the post and come back out, and it's a really difficult one for Kane to try and get over. And he gets over it too well, hits it into the ground and over the bar. Oh, that's unlucky that.
Yeah, it was.
That's unlucky. Does he get a touch to the defender?
I'm not sure.
can't
It
tell.
comes at Kane too fast there to try.
It does. He can't do much more than that, Kane. Oh, it's unlucky there. That's really unlucky that.
I don't know if it was Scholes or Rooney in the midweek was saying that they're trying to score the perfect goal, just start belting them. You know, after that Chinese 18 yard. It's Rooney.
See that there? That's more like it. It's a good shot that. And Dubravka's not a great keeper.
No.
But he doesn't have to be. I could have been net for them today and they still wouldn't have conceded. Like, he's had nothing to do at all. Even that. I mean, it's hard to get to if it's right in the corner like that. Or, past the corner, it's hit the post. But Dubravka's not a great keeper. Well done, John. Go on then now. Go on. Oh, fucking hell, that's their ball as well, isn't it? For fuck's sake. England looking the most dangerous they've looked all game, though, at least. They're going to take 2 minutes to take this throw now, aren't they?
Is that it for subs now? Has used them?
No, I think we've got 2 left. I think he's only made... He's only made 2, actually. I think we've got 3 left. I think it's only Palmer and... Actually, is that only 1? Yeah, he's only made 1, sorry. Yeah. We've got 4 left. He's got a couple more on the touchline there by the looks of it.
So why does he not make them? There's 8 minutes left.
What a touch from Palmer. Come on, then. Oh, it's a shit ball that from fucking Kyle Walker, who's been sloppy all game.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah. Mainoo's coming off, apparently. Which I don't understand at all.
That's what everyone in the chat's saying. We'll get Scotty back on. Mainoo off at Eze. A fucking joke, that decision. Nothing against Eze, but why take Mainoo off when he's been one of your best players?
Yeah, no idea.
That is so fucking dumb and spineless.
Well, that's the thing.
Honestly,
it's easy, innit?
It is easy. I just said it then on the group chats. I said he'll take Mainoo off because he's a shitbag.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he won't want to take fucking Kane or Foden off because they're the senior players. It's easier to take the teenager off, who's the only one who's looked like creating anything. Fuck off, Southgate. Honestly.
Is Eze any good? Why is he? Why? I don't really get it. I'm not trying to have a go at Eze because Mainoo's gone off, but I don't quite get what Eze does. What's he doing? Why is he the one? I hope he does something, but I don't know what he's particularly good at.
Nah, I like Eze. He's a good player. It's just, for me, I think there was other options there you could have taken off.
I mean, Foden's the obvious one.
There
That's
you
a
go,
good tip from Eze.
Eze there, he always fell over, just as your commentators curse.
Bellingham spends half the time controlling the ball from the ground, doesn't he? He's like laid down on the floor trying to hold the ball off.
This is an opportunity now, anyway.
Free kick to England. It's a bit Iceland all over again, this, isn't it?
It's fucking annoying. Like, I should never ever put any faith in Gareth Southgate because he's fucking clueless. We've yet to have a good performance in this tournament.
Yeah.
And we're fucking 4 games in.
And it's another.
And then it's straight to Martin Dubravka,
shocking
who
delivery
does
from
us a
Phil
favour
Foden.
by punching it when he could have really caught it.
What has Phil Foden done to still be on the pitch? Honestly.
Just
And this isn't even a Mainoo thing. Fair enough, take Mainoo off, whatever. Why is Foden there? What do we think he's going to do? Other than be offside when you shouldn't be offside.
It's just
and give the ball
reputation.
away.
It's reputation for club, not country. And the fact that fucking Southgate is a shitbag who doesn't want to take off one of his senior players. He doesn't. He's not got it in him to take off a Harry Kane or a Phil Foden. Or I know he shouldn't. I'm not saying he should take off a Jude Bellingham or one of those players. Yeah. He's
got lucky there, Foden.
It's always going to be Kobbie Mainoo. Like you said, it's Kieran Trippier. It's Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah.
If you had to make another substitution, it'll probably be fucking maybe Saka.
Yeah. Just hopeful stuff now, isn't it, from England? Out wide. Well done.
That's better, that. Go on, Cole Palmer.
Shite. They've got a chance here, Slovakia. No, I'm not doing that.
That was fucking shocking, that. So, it was so obvious to me, though, that like he was going to do that. Fucking hell.
It's getting a bit... England starting to look scared now, I think.
Yeah.
Panicky stuff from England.
That's a good ball as well. Right. That shot on target was obviously straight at the keeper, but how many shots on target have we actually had?
I don't know. None.
It's a fucking joke. I don't know how you can have this group of players and make your team look this bad. Right, come on, Saka. Was Scotty saying there that Saka was kicking off about going at
supposedly, yeah, some sort of pushback. I don't know what, to what degree, but yeah, Rice supposedly had to sort of encourage him to go back. That's a good ball.
Yeah, we're in here.
Come on.
Oh, fucking hell.
They're going to get knocked out, aren't they? I actually think they are.
Luckily, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Only one goal. One goal. Take it to extra
Jesus
time.
fucking Christ. Come on, Foden.
Oh. Well done, Eze. And again. It's not a foul.
Soft.
That's not a foul, Ref.
As soon as he felt hands on him, he went down there. Dubravka's gone down as well to buy a bit of time. That's not a foul, for starters.
What's up with Dubravka? Don't even matter, does it? He can stay down for another 60 seconds, take it to stoppage time. 5 minutes after that, game over.
Adam Kenny says, Saka is a shocking left-back. To be fair...
What's he done wrong at left-back?
I wouldn't even blame him if he was, because he's not a left-back.
No, but
the reason he's playing at left-back is because the fucking manager didn't take any fit left-backs. Which is insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
Like, let's not normalise that decision. There's 11 positions on the pitch. I'm not going to take one of them. What?
Dubravka is a shit goalkeeper.
He is, and you may as well put fucking me or you in goal because he's had that little to do.
Okay.
Someone in the group chat just said Potter next. Fucking yeah, this is where we're at, innit? At least he's managed to a decent level in the Premier League at one point in his career. Go on, Palmer. Go on,
He's
son.
having to run there because there's no options for him.
Just shit, innit? Just a
fucking
waste of the opportunity you've got, a waste of players you've got. That run you've got, that potential run to the fucking semis.
To the final.
To the final, sorry.
Yeah.
Where it's beatable teams, supposedly. I know we're getting beat, so it's not. But it's not like you're coming up against a fucking France or a Portugal or a Spain.
No.
You're coming up against teams that are ranked, out of the top 20. And you can't even fucking do that job.
6 minutes. Stoppage time.
6 minutes to save your fucking tournament. And do you know what? It's not even saving his job. He's gone in his Southgate. I bet he's not even that fucking arsed. He's probably earned about 20 million quid fucking managing to a shit standard. Go on, easy.
Go on, Ed.
Did well there.
Corner to England. Oh, what have you hurt now? You fucking hand when you blocked it. Fucking hell.
Man. Bare games.
It's hit his thigh. What, you have you hit your thigh because the ball hit it?
He's gone down
Just
and he's going like
taking
he
the
took one in
piss.
the bollocks and it hit his thigh.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Corner to England.
Go on, easy. Good ball, son. That's a decent ball, that. Dubravka punches it.
Surprised the ref didn't give a foul then. Come on, Phil Foden.
Foden gives away a throw into them.
Feels like the old England list, doesn't it?
Feels like, it just feels like fucking
McLaren.
Graham Taylor, Steve McLaren.
Capello shit, this.
Yeah, just fucking wank.
Yeah. 4.5 minutes to go.
This does actually feel like the 2010 World Cup.
Yeah.
Just not one good performance.
And just
Sort of getting through to the knockout stage and then just getting knocked out. Come on, England. Fucking hell.
That's a goal kick.
What an absolute joke.
Oof. Banged his face on the floor there, John Stones.
So annoying.
I honestly didn't think we'd lose this.
I didn't. I genuinely thought we'd fucking turn up today.
Yeah.
I thought after the first 3 games where we weren't really that great, Serbia was okay, Denmark and Slovenia was poor. I thought Mainoo coming in, big change, makes sense. I thought we'll be up for it, and we just not got going at all.
No.
And he's made the wrong decisions as well. And now you've got fucking right wingers at left back and fucking all sorts going on.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the few injuries before the tournament and almost all the gambles except bringing Mainoo that he's made haven't paid off, have they?
And also,
No Rashford.
no Rashford,
No left backs.
no, even Maguire. I don't know. Apparently, there was rumours that upset a few people the way he'd gone about it because he told Maguire he was going to take him, and he's a popular dude in that squad.
Oh yeah, he's played every game for 8 years, hasn't
Yeah, so come on, man, one fucking moment. Come on, fuck me.
It's a shit ball from Kyle Walker, that. Why are you playing a ball to Cole Palmer at fucking hip high?
I hate that. I fucking hate it because it's so difficult to do something with, and it's so necessary
It's
there
been
as
crap
well.
all tournament, he has. Ivan Toney coming on now for Phil Foden.
Is that a fucking joke? So Ivan Toney's going to have 2 minutes in this tournament unless he fucking scores, obviously.
Isn't it weird that? Like, you think, we at least brought Watkins on the other game.
It's fucking,
Just
names on a
guessing, innit?
dartboard, innit?
Yeah, it's just guessing.
You know what I mean? Like, Like
Shit.
Gordon came on the other day and looked really lively. What has Anthony Gordon on in his tournament? Is it 3 minutes?
Yeah, so he comes on, looks good, and then you bring Eze on instead.
Yeah.
You bring Watkins on, who actually stretches the defence the time he plays.
Yeah,
and then when it matters, you bring Tony on, who's not played. What is the plan?
Yes!
Oh my
God!
son! Fucking hell! Bicycle
hell.
kick from Jude Bellingham.
Bellingham, when you needed him, he's fucking
my
popped
God.
up with it. England's
Fucking
still in
hell,
it,
man.
still in this
Fucking
tournament,
hell.
just before
Get the
full
extra
time as well.
Graphic made.
Fuck me.
What a goal! Oh, what an absolute bastard!
Did not see that
Oh
coming.
my
Did
God.
not see that coming at all.
Fucking hell! Oh, fuck off, you two! It's fucking 1-1, you twats.
Oh, mate.
What are you doing? Group celebrations for?
Gay with a header.
Unbelievable that from
Well
Bellingham.
done, Jude Bellingham.
He's not rolling that out for anything, are they?
No.
Fucking hell! That's proper good shit, that, isn't it?
That's
You know
it,
when
that.
you talk about like players cementing themselves,
Yeah.
doing that to keep your team in it, overhead kick in the 96th minute or the 95th minute. That's not fucking bad, that is it? Come on!
Everyone's like, lucky bastards.
It's not lucky that. Played for it.
Right.
Look at what are they doing? This joint celebration.
Have
What's-
some fucking shame.
Yeah, come on. It's 1-1 against Slovakia.
Do you know what I mean? Fair enough, fucking Bellingham, deserves his flowers, but Harry Kane fucking gegging on it. Bored off.
They'll be shitting themselves now, Slovakia. Same thing again there. Gay and Stones both going for the same header. Have a fucking word, lads. That's the thing that Maguire and Stones, I think Gay's been very good. But those little things where a known partnership, they don't make mistakes like that. And it cost them a goal in the first half. Because they didn't know each other's movements. Unbelievable. I cannot believe he's just done that. I can't believe Jude Bellingham's just done that. What a moment that is. Especially if they win now. They have to win. You have to win now. You've had the miracle. You have to win now. Come on, full time. Fucking
What
hell.
did he say, Bellingham? People saying in the chat saying he said, who else?
You got to have that confidence, haven't
Yeah.
you? You've got to be like that a little bit. It's a foul. Fuck off.
Fuck me, Harry Kane.
Come on, blow the whistle now. Full time. Jesus.
Who'd have thunk it, man? Say you what, Gareth Southgate is a lucky boy.
He's very lucky.
I don't think we actually deserve that, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Fucking
Jude
hell.
Bellingham, he has played well. He's probably been England's best player, to be fair.
He's the only person who scored for us this tournament, isn't he? Is that right? Is he? Is he? No, Kane scored, didn't he? Kane scored against Denmark. Luke Shaw kissing Bellingham's face. What are people saying, Jay?
See Joe James John says, I want to sleep. Wales Daniel says Foden off and we play better. Adam Kenny says Mainoo's been our best today. Mainoo has done well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Bruno says sweepstake on who misses the penalty. Money's on Walker.
Don't do that. Surely Kyle Walker didn't take
I'm
it.
just glad there's no United players for penalties if it goes to penalties.
Yeah. Am
Don't
I
know-
being blind Man United fan here when I say that I think Foden, Walker and Stones have all been poor?
No, they've been shite.
They actually have though, haven't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, no, they have, man. There's no two
Walker
ways
and
about it.
Walker and Foden
Listen-
in particular. Stones just a bit sloppy, but not terrible. Walker's been shit.
No.
Foden's done
I
nothing.
don't think Kyle Walker's had as good a season this season as he
No.
did last. I've not watched loads of City, but there's been a couple of games where he's looked a bit roper.
Yeah, he's got a sloppiness to him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bloody hell! Didn't see that coming. I mean, I thought England might get a goal, but proper Bellingham is done.
Connor
it.
Nay says not at City to take their peds. Natasha Snowden says what about Saka? Ross Murphy says Phil Foden being terrible. Soldier 4th Class says media will be like England scored after Mainoo subbed off. John Doe says we are so reminiscent of United. Stink it out, then manage to scrape something.
Completely agree. That's what I said before. Yeah, I can already see it. England shine after Mainoo is subbed.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah, 1-0 post Mainoo will be the headline in the Sun tomorrow. What have you got there? A little pocket full of sweeties, like a kid on a school trip, just digging into his front pouch for his Frutellas. Lovely. No, I'm all right, thank you. Extra time now. Then, what are you doing? You making any more subs going into this, or we stick as it is for now?
I'll stick it. Well, Scotty just told me that was England's first shot on target.
Good. What a shot. It's not about shots on target, it's about goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're sticking as it is. You're keeping it going.
Yeah.
Might as well for now, I suppose.
I think
it just made a sub.
You've got to have half an eye on penalties as well.
God.
Right, you have. So, the obvious change to make for me would be Harry Kane coming off, but I don't think you do that now.
No.
I wouldn't personally. I mean,
you can't. I just don't.
Harry Kane's one of them, and he's probably got a goal in him, and also if it does go to penalties, I know he missed one in the World Cup, but he also scored one, and his record is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So
let's not kid ourselves on that front.
Yeah. What are the comments saying?
The comments are saying, Rice hit the post. England go and win this now, says Maddie 2012 Singer. Kane is invisible, says Patrick Ware, aside for the cameras. Natasha Snowden says Kane, get him off. Tyson Barnett says bring off Walker for Watkins. I did find that a bit cringe, that Harry Kane celebration with Jude Bellingham.
It's very cringe.
I did.
What are you doing?
I thought, like, you've just got a 95th minute equaliser against fucking Slovakia. I don't blame Jude Bellingham for celebrating. He just scored an overhead kick in last minute. But Harry Kane getting in it, I think, fuck off.
Yeah. Why are you celebrating like you've done anything? He wasn't part of the goal. He's barely touched the ball. He's been just anonymous all tournament. And you stood there celebrating going to extra time with Slovakia by doing this with Jude Bellingham.
Matt Connor says, I don't want to have to watch any more of this. Steve and Doran 103 says, 1003 says, Kane shouldn't be on the pitch.
Well, there's something. You say you don't want to watch any more of this, it's been boring, etc. Yeah. It's about to get a lot worse.
Yeah.
Because now neither team want to lose. It's not like anyone has to go for it. England had to go for it for the last 30 minutes. That's why at least there was some balls into the box. It's going to be stodgy, horrible, fearful football now from both teams. I would be almost certain either Slovakia win or we go to penalties. But, I mean, prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. Right. We've got another 30 minutes of this mouth-watering clash between England and Slovakia.
Yeah, absolutely.
When's the next game of England?
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
Thankful for that.
Whoever wins this will play against Switzerland on Saturday. Mouth-watering clash. Come on. Go on, get that Frutella down you. You need a bit of sustenance for extra time. Oh! Who's that, Tony?
Get involved in the chat. And don't forget as well to hit that like button.
Yeah, the substitutes don't really make any sense, do they? Because he'll go with someone, he'll give him a bit of a chance, and then when it comes to actually needing them, he'll pick someone else.
I know. It was weird, but listen, it's worked.
Free kick to England.
Well, it's not work, but we're still in this competition.
Come on. Make them pay.
Make them pay. Cole Palmer's going to take this.
It's a good area, this.
I
always like between the...
Go on, Dubravka punches it out.
Oh!
Ivan Toney.
Yes! Oh, okay, there you go! That's why you don't take that fucker off! Because he's got 65 fucking goals for England. Be smart! You have to leave him on. Well done. Fucking brilliant. Who heads that across? Is it Toney? Proper centre forward play that from Ivan Toney. Ball across into a danger area. Fuck off! England can start wasting time now. Anytime someone touches you, stay down. Hold your head. Hold your bollocks. Do what they've been doing for the last 70 minutes.
I think, Ivan Toney with an header.
It's a really good header. Eze doesn't know what he's doing there.
Yeah.
Toney, lovely header into space.
Class.
Really nice. Just float it to the back post and hope something happens.
I love that shot from Eze where he just fucking hits it into the ground.
Yeah, hits into the ground 5 yards, 10 yards wide of the goal, and Kane pops it in. So see, Toney there, he's not going, here you go, Harry. He's going, that's a dangerous area. And if I put the ball in the air, it allows time for people to get there. Very good stuff from Ivan Toney there. Southgate's a genius. He's a genius. And until we lose 3-2, I'll be saying that very line.
Holden TV says, take Foden off and look what happens.
I mean, and the thing is, Phil Foden isn't the reason. But bringing other players on, Ivan Toney just came on for Phil Foden, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did, didn't he? Like, that's why it matters. And I'm not blaming Foden's, the fact he wasn't there is why they scored. But the fact Toney is there, he did the right thing in that area. So well done. It took 30 minutes too long, but we got there in the end. Playing with two strikers, proper Sunday league stuff.
This is like Manchester United in 1994.
Oh no! I've just realised we're going to sit back for 30 minutes now.
Nah, we won't.
Fucked it.
We won't.
Scroll.
Don't worry, he's not. That lad in my chat's not an England fan. He's fuming.
Is it?
Yeah, he's English, but he pretends he's Scottish.
I love that. Scott McTominay. England sat back to our own 18-yard box. How is it?
This is
it's
it.
Like,
This is the way God intended football to be played against Slovakia.
We're like a Newton's cradle, aren't we? As soon as we do something good, we have to then go back.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as we have some forward momentum, it's immediately just infinite backwards momentum. I don't even know what's going on here. Saka seems to be back out at right wing. Eze's at left back.
Saka and Eze as your full-backs.
Yeah.
This is a new tactical masterclass from Gareth Southgate. He's decided to put Saka and Eze as his wing-backs. Cole Palmer. It's a good ball. That's fair. Dubravka does what he always does, punching it. He probably could have caught
Punches it, not clear enough.
This is the annoying thing. Dubravka's a bit of a wally.
Yeah, he is. He's not a good keeper.
No, and we've not tested him.
No.
Is that like 2 shots on targets and 2 goals?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 shots on target, 2 goals. This is Southgate ball. Fucking get used to it. Do you know what I mean? Making players have to play every single minute of every game because it's never safe. Extra time, penalties, no shots on target, giving poor opposition chance after chance, but winning the game. That is Southgate ball. And if you don't like it, you don't like life.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's like Slovakia have forgotten that they're not meant to be time wasting anymore. Every touch they're going down like they're dead. I mean, that hurts, but get up.
I know,
You've got a game to win here.
In 15 minutes or whatever, it's 25 minutes to win. You keep yourself in the competition.
Their manager's absolutely lost it
now, innit?
Yeah. Their manager's got Thunderbird shoes on as well, so he's not going to be happy. Little wide shoes on. Dunno.
Thunderbird shoes. There you go. Hit that like button, please, people. If you're not doing already, please subscribe to the channel. Hey, Luke Shaw might get to play in this competition now. Unless Bukayo Saka keeps him out of the left-back spot.
And that in itself is sort of a trophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think they've put Saka back at right wing because he feared the backlash? Or like because Saka kicked up a fuss? Because it's Eze at left back now.
You'd think out of the two of them, it would have made sense to put Saka there.
Yeah.
Because he's got far more experience as a footballer and as playing for England.
Yeah, and he's more tired and...
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
You want that freshness.
I don't know Southgate. I don't know the level of cowardice, how deep it runs, because part of me thinks he just does as he's fucking told.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's got no backbone whatsoever, and then I think, am I being overly harsh? Am I overstating it? Like, he must have some backbone. But it does seem a bit of a strange one if he's just gone, you play there, and Saka's gone, fuck off, and he's gone, alright then, no worries.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll put someone else there for you.
Well done. It's a poor touch that from Saka. It's a shit touch that from Saka, isn't it? We've won the ball back there. We defended well, sat back. They've had a sloppy pass. We've got it back. And Saka with a bad touch has just given him the ball back again.
Hamish Morrison says, lads, it's like
Great
watching
name.
the 2008 United team.
Yeah, but better.
Yeah, if anything. This is it. This reminds me of, that time we absolutely dominated Barcelona in the semi.
Yeah. Do you know when the Monstars come down on Space Jam? And they're not only are they better, but they're just another species entirely to the professionals. And then they give that professionals that drug that makes them not be able to play. That's like watching England, that. But better.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yes, Ivan Toney. That's what you want. Someone fucking chucking their arms
Have
back
a
into
bit
the
of that.
defender's
He's
neck.
done well, Ivan Toney, to get in this team, to be fair. Considering he fell off a fucking cliff for Brentford and he was suspended for 6 months.
Yeah, he scored 4 goals last season. And he got in the squad.
They were at the beginning of his time in the squad, coming back into the Brentford team.
Well,
he came back, scored 4 goals in 5 games, then didn't score again.
Yeah, Rashford and Grealish didn't get in the squad because they've not done very well this season.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney missed most of the season through suspension, and then came back and barely scored. And he's in the team. And Ollie Watkins, who's got like 38 goals and assists this season, can't get on.
And did well when he came on against Denmark. Doesn't
It's
get a
all
look
just mad,
in.
innit?
It's just fucking nonsense, isn't it? But
hey,
do you know
we're
what?
2-1 up and Ollie Watkins
Sometimes that just craziness can, it can get you past Slovakia, as the famous saying goes.
Although we're not there yet.
No, that's true.
Go on, find the pass. Well done, lad. And again. Nope.
It's a fucking shit ball.
Yeah, it is.
You expect Slovakia start coming at us, but I don't know. They look knackered.
Yeah. if England get through this, maybe I should save this question for at least the second half of extra time. But there has to be 2 or 3 more changes in the next game, doesn't there? I think you have to keep Mainoo on.
Yeah.
I think Foden has to swap out.
I don't think he will. I genuinely don't think he will.
But what international reputation has Foden got to fall back on?
I think
what portfolio of performances can he show Gareth Southgate to say I should start this next game?
I completely agree with you in terms of what should happen and everything you said. I just don't think Southgate's got it in him. I think he'll be like, oh, well, I feel like with Southgate, it's almost like what can I get away with in terms of like what can I explain? And if I keep Foden, I can just say, well, look who he is, he's Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Rather than actually, what should you do?
Yeah.
What really is the better option? Because for me, Cole Palmer has looked better than Foden in both games he's played.
Yeah.
Andy Gordon, who's not even featured, did well when he came on. He's only a few minutes. It's a bit hard to say anything about him because now he's playing at left back.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking hell, poor kid. I actually feel sorry for the kid.
Oh, that's a good ball. Bit of space here for Slovakia. Edge of the box.
Yeah, he's going
trouble
nowhere, and he's
yeah.
fucking absolutely that's it.
Yeah, and he's almost backed himself into a corner a little bit, Southgate, because if you'd have brought Rashford, that's a sort of keeper, that's a sort of equally senior player that you can drop Foden for, and you might get a bit of pushback of, he's been poor this season, but you can say 17 goals for England, he's done it in tournaments, he can make something out of nothing, he's good, but at the minute, the problem is, Foden, we need to drop him, but Palmer's not really a left winger. Eze's completely inexperienced and has really only been picked because Crystal Palace have got a new manager and had a really good new manager bounce.
Yeah.
Who else have we got on the wing? Gordon never really played for England.
No.
Foden needs to be dropped, but who needs to play? I don't know.
I mean,
it's not obvious.
I think as well, you have to play Luke Shaw next game.
If he's about, yeah.
You've got to. You can't say Luke Shaw's fit, but I'm not picking him.
No.
Like, what the fuck? What did you bring him for the final? Like, what was your fucking plan? What we're going to do is we're going to get to the Euros final, because trust me, we'll get there, and then Luke Shaw's going to play his first game in the competition.
It won't even be that. He'll bring him on for penalties in the final.
Yeah.
That'll be the first touch he has in the competition.
And it'll be his first ever penalty in professional football.
Yeah.
Like, fucking get a grip. You either say he's had a setback in training and he ain't fit, and we thought he would be, but he isn't, or you play him.
Yeah,
I don't think you can say we're fucking saving him for the semi-final. That's just idiotic.
Guess what the hope would be is England can get to the quarter-final, maybe get a goal or two up, bring Luke Shaw on for 30 minutes, and then start him in the semi. But I genuinely, though, that's it, isn't it?
Right,
that's the plan. What else could
I've
it be?
never heard anything like this with a left-back.
I think they thought he'd be fit before now.
I think Lee Dixon said something for the Denmark game, or the Slovenia game, sorry. And he said that he spoke to Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate said that they expected him back for the Denmark game. So why is he still not fit for this game? He said he thought he had a setback. Because he went from almost ready to, it's going to be another 2 weeks. Mid-tournament.
But how long's he been out for? February?
He last played 90 minutes of football on the 1st of February.
When's the last time he played any football?
February. Mid-February, I think.
So
45 minutes at Luton.
It's amazing, isn't it? It is amazing that you'd pick a player. Fair enough if you've been out for 2 or 3 weeks with a knock or a tweak, but he's already been out for 3 months at the point you pick him, and then it becomes 4 months by the time he's ready to play. And he's just going to start.
The issue you've got with that as well is I think it's sort of it sends a certain message to the squad that you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like with Harry Maguire. I don't want you to keep going on about Maguire, but you say you don't take him because he's not going to be fit for the entire tournament, and he's played every game under you.
Yeah.
Like Luke Shaw, who hasn't played every game under you and isn't going to be fit for longer than Harry Maguire is, you take him. It just sounds like you're confused.
It does. Who are the other centre backs that we've got?
He took Lewis Dunk, who's not fit or wasn't fit for the start of the tournament.
And not great either.
Not great, and also had a stinker against Belgium. Let's not forget, he was completely at fault for Tielemans' goal. And has finished 11th with Brighton. So, I'm not saying it's his fault he finished in the bottom of the table, and that's good for them. But there's not where you go, well, look at his club form, he's been amazing.
And Joe Gomez.
Yeah.
Who's been sort of bang average his whole career.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah. It is weird. It's unfortunate. The Maguire injury is unfortunate because he never gets injured and he's missing the tournament through injury. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But, that's all right. No foul there. He did well, Eze. Put good pressure on his man there. Enough to knock him off the ball, but not so much to foul him. That was really good defending, actually, from Eze. Surprisingly.
Hey, go on, Palmer. Go on, my son. Go on. Well, get up, you soft knobhead. No penalty. Jesus Christ, he just crumbled for no reason.
Well done, Jude. All right, get up. It doesn't matter, it's a throw in their half. Just stop it.
A bit performative, that, isn't it?
Stupid that from their player. he just miscontrols it, Saka, doesn't he? He wants to touch it and he doesn't.
Yeah.
So he goes down rather than going after it.
Come on, England. Get another.
Well done, Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer. What? You tell him.
Just gets the ball. That's not a foul. Yeah, it's a foul. Yeah, it's probably a foul.
You feel like with Southgate to make a decision like that, you'd want him to make a play he'd have to be injured. Yeah. Like he wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. We need to find out that
if
Phil
Foden's
Foden's
fit,
hurt.
he's gonna pick him. If you know what I mean? Like I don't know. If you wanted to see a change with like say Luke Shaw coming in, if Trippier'd have to be unfit.
Oh!
Fucking hell!
My
There's
God.
a little wake-up call.
That's a huge
cross in
chance
here.
for Slovakia.
Mate, he's missed from 2 yards out.
And you know what? Eze, I know he's not stopped it. He maybe could have got there, but he's put him off at least.
It's one of them as well, isn't it? It's like that could quite easily been an own goal. At first I thought it was.
He should have gone. He should have scored there.
Yeah, that's 2 yards out on the volley. It's come off his knee and gone over.
Another problem that Southgate faces, which is partly because of injury, partly because of not picking the likes of Grealish or Rashford, is the players he's got in terms of reputation and England sort of appearances are here. The players who are starting, and all of the alternatives are like here.
Yeah,
there's no like comparably experienced players on the bench. So you're dropping Foden for a Gordon. You drop in Saka for Palmer. You drop in Kane for Watkins. Like, there's no one in between who you can feasibly swap and not get loads of stick in the press.
No.
Like Rashford or Grealish. Even if Grealish has been shit all season, if you drop Foden for Grealish, people are going to go, fine.
Well, Pep does it sometimes, doesn't he?
That's what I mean.
Like, he did it last season.
Whereas now you've made a squad for yourself where if you drop Phil Foden, it's for some Geordie who's, or wherever Gordon's from, who's played 4 times for England.
Yeah, it's mad. No,
it's a bad position to find yourself in there. Half time.
It's a bit of a weird mix in it, this squad, because you can look at it and you go, okay, you've got experience and you've got youth.
Yeah.
Like, you've got, Palmer, you've got Mainoo, you've got Adam Wharton, who's not really had a look in.
No.
Gordon, all these youngsters, Barrechi, Eze.
Yeah.
Like, you've got all them. And then you've got the Kanes, the Walkers, the Stones and all that. But like you say, there's that, like, it's like going...
2 bands like that and nothing in between.
Yeah, like, there's no... So sometimes as well, you need a bit of experience on the bench.
Yeah,
there isn't a lot of that, is there?
No.
Because it's like all your experience is on the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, you've not got... Like, I didn't agree with Roy, with Wayne Rooney when he said you should have took Jordan Henderson. I think that's a fucking nonsense. But like in past tournaments, you've had someone like that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where you go, right, okay, let's bring on a Jordan Henderson, or let's bring on a Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
Or even Marcus has got a bit of experience. He made his
Oh,
debut
Marcus,
8 years ago.
He's the perfect option.
Do you know what
isn't
I mean? Like, you can bring on someone who's got a bit of, 30, 40 caps under the belt.
he? Yeah.
Now, like you say, debut a month ago, debut 6 months ago, 4 appearances.
Yeah. Like, I'm surprised he didn't bring one of. And I'm not saying I would have brought all of these. I would have brought Rashford and maybe Grealish. But I'm surprised he didn't bring one of Rashford, Grealish, Henderson, even Calvin Phillips, because you know him.
Yeah.
Or even Maguire.
Yeah.
I know Maguire's been injured, so that's a bit different. But you'd think he'd have took or Sterling as well. Just take one. Is
Conser coming on here or what?
Yeah, Conser's coming on, and Gallagher's coming on as well.
Right.
I'm a bit surprised by that. I suppose he's got to think about the next game, hasn't he? Who are they coming on for? Is it Bellingham? I can't tell who's coming off. All friendly high fives and stuff.
Gareth Southgate looks like he's at some sort of school reunion and no one likes him.
Yeah.
He's just going up to people and hugging him and that patting on the back, and everyone just seems to be ignoring him.
It's like he was really unpopular and a bit of a dickhead at school.
Yeah.
But now he's made loads of money.
Yeah.
And he thinks that will make people
Yeah.
like him. But
So-
and the reason they didn't like him wasn't because he wasn't successful. It's because he was a knob.
Yeah.
Like, he's got that vibe to him, as do they're like, just because he's made a load of money, don't mean we like you now. You're still annoying.
Kane and Bellingham are off.
Fair. I mean, it's not good when they score and we've got to go into penalties for that one. But I get it.
And it's Konza and Gallagher who are on.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker is the captain of England at the minute, which
Fair
is not
enough.
a sentence I thought I'd say.
Maybe Pickford or Walker, innit? Experience-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Conser, you like him?
He's all right. I don't know a lot about him. I mean, obviously Villa have done very well this season, haven't they? And it makes sense that you're going to have someone from their team. I know you've got Ollie Watkins, but a team that's finished, fourth?
Yeah.
Got some English players. You'd expect them to be involved in the conversation at least. So I'm not against that. Someone like him I don't know a lot about, but whenever I've seen Villa, he looked decent.
Yeah. No, I think he's decent. He sort of snuck up on us, hasn't he? Because he's not young.
He's 26.
Yeah.
I'm just looking, man.
Yeah, he's not a young guy at all.
Mate,
But-
he was at Senrab. Everyone was there. That's like the best...
The best one.
That's like the best non-league team ever, isn't it, Senrab? Sunday
I
League,
don't know anything
Sunday
about
League Football Club, right? This is a Sunday League Football Club based in Forest Gate, yeah?
In London.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So these are some of the players that have played for Senrab. The famous, like, Senrab's quite... Hang on a minute, let me just see what's going on here.
Keeper.
Keeper's got that. So these are some of the players that have played for Senrab since they... This is a Sunday League team based in Forest Gate. So Sol Campbell, Jermaine Defoe,
What?
Ugo Ekiog, John Terry, Bobby Zamora, Paul Konchesky, Leon Knight, Ledley King, Adi Akinbaye, Alan Kirbishley, Mussy Izzet,
How has this happened?
Ray Wilkins.
What's going on?
It's
How has that happened?
it's just like...
But they're not even like a Saturday League academy.
Nope. It's a Sunday League football club based in Wanstead Flats in the Forest Gate district of London. It is noted for the high number of professional players who played for the club in their youth.
That's amazing. So
Founded in 1961.
wow, so they've been around.
And Senrab is famous. Like, everyone talks about it as being this sort of like the most famous Sunday League team ever in terms of players that have gone on. And obviously, these players played from when they were like 12, 13 or whatever.
Yeah.
That have gone on to play for England, basically.
That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Are a lot of those players who you've spoken about there, those people, from near that area then?
Yeah.
Or do
You
people
won't.
go to that team?
No. You won't play, like. I mean, I'm guessing if you live in London-ish, you can go and play for Senrab if you think like.
What's Senrab mean? Because that's an interesting word, isn't it? Is it?
I always thought it was Barnes backwards for some reason, but I don't know.
Maybe.
I know it is, but I always thought that was a. Oh yeah, it is. I'm right.
Go on.
It's a school on Senrab Street, which is close to Barnes Street, and Barnes is spelt backwards. Yeah. Yeah, I always thought
very lacking. What's the word? Uninspired town planning, that isn't it? Barn Street. Yeah. What about this one next to it?
We just put.
Semrab.
When I look in my wing mirror, it says Semrab.
Semrab Street.
Let's just call it that.
Do that.
Yeah.
Bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Mm.
I wonder if we've got like an equipment. What's a good like? There's some good non-league teams in Manchester.
Well, think what's the one that Rashford was at? That's a decent one, isn't it?
It's Fletcher Moss.
Fletcher Moss, I think. Yeah.
I think Fletcher Moss.
They've had a decent set of alumni. Fletcher Moss. I think Rashford was there. Was Lingard go there? Yeah, Wikipedia was up there. That'll probably say it. Yeah, Fletcher Moss Rangers.
Wes Brown was there.
Wes Brown.
David Scott was there. Scotty was there. Oh, he's on the Wikipedia page as well. No.
He's done you there. He has done you there, Scotty. Sorry.
We'll add you in, son. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the stream's about to go off because I've just fucking insulted Scotty there, wound him up.
So who's been at Fletcher Moss then?
Danny Welbeck, greatest player ever.
Oh!
Marcus Rashford, Cameron Stewart, if you remember him at United. Jesse Lingard, as you said. Ravel Morrison, the most gifted player I've ever seen. Tyler Blackett, Cameron Borthwick-Jackson. Who else? Is there anyone else? Dimitri Mitchell.
Roshan
Zeki
Williams.
Friars, remember him? Roshan Williams.
Danny Webber.
Shot. Danny Webber.
Yeah, that's very good. That all United though, interesting. Almost all of them. It's like almost like a little United feeder piece. Pour from Gallagher there.
Hit that like button, please, people. Let's get to 500 likes before this debacle ends.
What do you think Jordan Pickford's like as a roommate? Like, do you know what I mean? Like a person rather than a teammate? Because he seems like a true nutter, doesn't he?
I just think he's a bit dozer.
Do you?
Yeah, I reckon he's just a bit like, you know, you ask him to make a cup of tea and he's got the iron out.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
And he's pouring tea into the steam thing of the iron.
Yeah.
And then he administers the tea into your face using the power jet button.
Just sit down. I'll do it. Just forget it.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just
wacky.
one of those, who's just a bit thick.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's done well for England, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has actually. He's and funnily enough, even though take away the Everton stuff, look at what he's done for England. He's like probably behind like Banks and Shilton as one of England's best ever keepers.
Yeah, I think he's broke the record for the amount of games in a tournament. This is
yeah.
He's broke that record.
But like genuinely though, I mean, even performances wise, not just like he's been around. Like he's better than like the David James, Scott Carson, like what's the other one who played for Wednesday, blonde hair, who played for England. Fuck's sake.
Chris Woods.
No. Chris Kirkland. He's better than like all of that era of players.
Yeah.
You would maybe Seaman, I suppose, would be above him in terms of quality.
Yeah,
I think
quality,
Seaman's a better player. But he's probably
all them
fourth.
players, right? Like a lot of them goalkeepers. Like if you've played for England for any period of time, you've always had like that one game where you fucked up. Like Seaman still gets like a little bit of stick. 2002 and Ronaldinho and all that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The one way, he could have done better there. But I think with Pickford, every time England have gone out, unless I'm misremembering, I can't think of a time where it's been his fault.
No.
Like, didn't he save one of the penalties in the Euros final?
Yeah.
Was
Joe
it
Hart's
Jorginho?
another one, obviously, is another.
Did he save Jorginho?
I think it was Jorginho, yeah. Because he never missed and he saved it. But like Joe Hart's another one, but I think he's been better for England than Joe Hart has.
And also, you remember, like, I was thinking about this, you remember the 2010 World Cup where Capello decided to go with Robert Green?
Yeah.
And he literally just fucked it in the one game he played.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy to...
Yeah, he's been reliable. He's been very good. Let's hope he doesn't... Oh.
Jesus Christ, England under the cosh
England
here.
need to push out now.
Slovakia.
Why are we waiting inside our 18? Push up. 8 minutes to go. Just scroll up on that.
Sorry.
It's alright. Just don't want to see if he's go. Oh, has he let that go? He has done. Yeah, England camped in our own
Paul
penalty
Robinson.
spot. Yeah, I think he's obviously been better than Paul Robinson for England.
I remember Paul Robinson messaged me. I'm pal with Paul Robinson. He messaged me making a joke about Jordan Pickford once. And I said, at least he got to a semi-final. You can't.
Did he respond well to that?
Yeah, he really laughed. He's another. I think it's something in the water with goalkeepers. He's another nutter.
Yeah.
Like goalkeepers are just
like goalkeepers and
crazy.
drummers, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to be a bit weird to not really want to play football. You're a professional footballer who doesn't play football.
Yeah.
If realistically, you've also by far the most likely to get kneed, kicked, and elbowed in the head.
Yeah.
And if anyone's going to get properly booted in the face, it's you. And you don't get to score goals to sort of make up for it.
No.
It's just pure dirty work.
Yeah.
And if you get something wrong, your whole reputation is in tatters. That requires a particular type of person, doesn't it? Keep the ball. Fucking hell. It's a foul. Good centre forward play from Tony. He's been good since he came on.
Oh, how is everyone getting booked?
It's not a yellow, is it?
It's like I feel like they've had about 15 bookings, and no one's had 2 bookings as well.
He's won a foul
Norbert, there's
there,
a name you don't hear very often. Isn't that a film? Is there a film called Norbert with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sure I watched that with
Norbert.
his daughter. Norbert, that's it.
I think it's meant to be one of the worst films ever made.
Right, I remember watching it with my daughter, right, and it is terrible, right? And my daughter's like 13, and she was laughing her head off throughout it.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, and there's loads of like comedians and people in it, and like actors and actresses you'll recognise. You know what I mean? Like I think Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in it, and Cat Williams is in it, and you're like, there's a load of stars in it, and you think this is terrible, this film, and it doesn't even make any sense. But she absolutely loved it.
It's like Adam Sandler's got a few of them, hasn't he? What's the one where he plays the woman? It's called like Mrs. Disney or something. Oh, you know what I mean? He's dressed up as like he's got prosthetics on. Jack and Jill.
Yeah,
that's it. That's meant to be.
Someone in here says Norbert is awful. Says a fool named Huggy. Yeah. Freddie Got Fingered is the worst film ever. Says Jed 91. I've heard about this. I've not seen it.
No, I've never seen it.
It's apparently it's well known for being the worst film ever. It's Tom Green in it.
Is it?
Yeah, it was his big screen debut. I think he wrote it as well. Slovakia aren't out of this yet.
No, absolutely not. They've got a corner as well.
We've got a corner.
Come on. Probably 7 minutes to go? 8 minutes?
Come on now. Let's get this game done. Yeah. Who are we playing? Slovakia.
This ref's alright.
This ref is do you know what it is though with this ref? That's the kind of performance that gets you the final.
I know.
People go like UEFA and that'll go, oh, he did a really good job. You think, well, he didn't. He was just proper card happy.
Yeah. But they do this where they start off good header. They start off throwing the cards around, almost to like set their stall out. And then as the game goes on, they actually sort of pull back on the cards.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah,
they
yeah,
slowly actually, I only gave 8 cards out in the end, but 5 of them were in the first 17 minutes. So he's trying to make the players behave a certain way by being really reckless with his cards, and then actually drawing back from that a little bit so that the end of the game is a little bit toothless. I kind of get it, but it's a bit unfair on the likes of Kobbie Mainoo, who got a yellow card for standing on someone's toe.
It annoys me that as well because it's got to get in your head, like when you're on a yellow.
Yeah.
A yellow card, and you've like him and Gay both got yellow cards in the first 5 minutes. Not got much experience playing for England, and then you're in a position as well where you're expected to make challenges and tackle. It's not like you're a striker or a winger where you can go, all right, I'm just not going to put.
I can stay out of the game a bit. Yeah.
Like, both Mainoo and especially Gay as well have got to obviously try and get involved. So it's got to play on your mind a little bit. One Miner says, lol, I honestly didn't even know they brought Ivan Toney. It's actually more difficult to be this bad and managing, and he's been a member of the academy for 43 months. Sorry, these are from ages ago. I might have missed these. I'll name this podcast later. Says Southgate is like a health and safety manager. Also, I'll name this podcast later. It's gifted a Stretford Paddock membership.
Thank you.
Owinski says, thoughts on Stoners. He's been atrocious for me.
I don't think he's been atrocious. That was in the first half.
Yeah.
He was sloppy for the first 10 minutes, and he's been all right since, but he's not been good. He's not done anything excellent. He's been all right with a few mistakes, but I wouldn't say he's quite been atrocious.
No, I agree with that.
England sitting right deep again here, look. Well done. Who's that? Conor Gallagher actually pushing up. 2 minutes.
2 minutes to go. And then England are just 2 games from the Euros final.
Can't do another 2 of these. Terrifying to watch. Absolutely horrific. This cowardly last minute stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like sitting back stuff that we did after, what was it, like 15 minutes into the Denmark game we started doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? You almost need England to be 0-0 until the 85th minute, so that then when we score and we sit back, it's all right because you're only doing it for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But if the earlier we score, the longer we sit back for. It doesn't matter like how long there is left. We just try and sit back for the whole game. I don't know what's going on now. England just taking a bit of time here to take a goal kick. Fair enough. Slovakia have been doing it all game, haven't they?
This is what it's come to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people, time wasting against Slovakia, but listen,
they
beggars
did it.
can't be choosers.
Hold on. England sort of just sitting off, dropping off, as you might expect.
Steve McGurran says Norbit got 9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
9 too many.
Whitfield
never
is
seen
massive. Says The Room is regarded as the worst film ever. It is, but it's that one of those where it's so bad it's good. If you ever watched The Room,
There's some films that technically, sort of filmmaking wise, are unmitigated disasters.
Yeah.
But they are enjoyable to watch.
England are on the counter here. I think you're just going to run that into the corner there, Cole Palmer.
Don't be silly.
Right.
That would constitute as being silly. Oh!
Ivan told him with a shot from 20 yards out.
He hit it so hard. I thought that was going top
I
corner.
did as well.
But yeah, there's some films that just filmmaking wise are absolutely garbage, but quite enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
And I think The Room is one of those. But some films are technically bad and just horrible, hard watching.
Yeah.
They're the worst. Just shit to watch and bad. Come on. 25 seconds to go. 20
as the famous song goes.
Yeah. Last chance here for Slovakia. Konsa pushes his man wide. He gets the ball into the box. They win the header, and it's and that's got to be it. Surely
that is that.
Take
That
your
is
time
that.
and boot the ball up, and we'll see you in the quarterfinals.
Lookgate says Akbar Games. This was so poor, says Amaya Gakale. Yeah, full-time Ross Murphy. A guy called Mem.
There we go.
Lucky Gate is the new sort of name doing the rounds.
Game over.
Thanks to everyone who got involved, by the way, in the comments in the chat. Wasn't the most mouth-watering clash, was it?
Well, it wasn't a great quality, but there was at least drama.
Yeah.
England were losing for most of that game, came back, and within, 3 in-game minutes?
Yeah.
Have won the game. I mean, Bellingham with an absolute piece of world-class quality.
Yeah.
Again, for England. Looked better today as well, Bellingham. That first half, he was brilliant. Is that Ivan Toney?
All kicked off.
Who's fighting here? I can't tell if that's... I think it's the Slovakia bench is fighting with Declan Rice here. I'm not sure why. A little bit of drama there. But England turned it around very quickly there. And Declan Rice having a bit of a fight. Good on him. Fair enough. Through to the quarterfinals. We'll see Switzerland on Saturday.
Do you know what, right? Just quickly, you can't say that for granted.
What?
We're like through the quarterfinals of a tournament again.
Yeah.
Like, I know we've been shite, and there is a little bit of luck.
Oh, their managers fucking pushed Declan Rice in the chest for no reason at all there. He was going over, I think, to kind of give him a handshake, and he's pushed him out of the way there.
Yeah, it all seems
He
like
could
a bit of
a
storm
storm
in a teacup.
He was being a bit mardy on the touchline, one of their manager.
Yeah, we're going to be back in the morning, aren't we?
Yes.
Back with the news in the morning. Also, me and Scotty are going to do a little bit of a review now. You're going to help produce it, aren't you, for me, Sunshine?
Also, I'll do my best.
All right, so I'll give you there's a link in the chat there to Scotty and Marty. Join us in about 5 minutes, because when's the next game?
In what, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
The
So
next game is in 21 minutes.
We're going to do it now. We're going to do a quick review of this, me and Scotty. But make sure if you're not doing, you are subscribing to this channel. Hit that like button, share and subscribe. And also go and check out him on Sloppy Joe's too. England through to the quarterfinals. We'll be here for it.
Just about.
Enjoyed that. I think we can all agree it was down to Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.